Hey, what is up, man? Welcome to the Waste of Kokomo.
Yeah.
We're going to walk around the room here. I'm Jimmy Shaw.
I'm Jared Summers.
I'm Leonard Pigg.
Josh Grimes.
And other ladies.
And then everybody else, they're late. They're coming in here. Oh, there they are. You guys are live, man. Where you been?
Where you guys been?
Now you got to introduce yourself on the Waste of Kokomo.
What up, Kokomo? Kelli here.
What up, Kokomo?
That's Wendy. She doesn't know how to say her name.
She signed her name.
She did.
She doesn't realize this is all audio. There's no visual to this. She's doing sign. So we have a translator.
Did we talk about Jared dressed up for his
No,
podcast?
we just started, but that's a
wow,
great way to break the ice.
Thank God.
And speaking of signing, thinking you're going to be seen, Jared dressed up today.
He looks good.
You know, I woke up this morning and I've been in sweatpants for more days than I like to admit. And I thought I had to look good for this, and it's not really working for anyone.
Wendy said he got up early today and took a shower and dressed up.
Brushed my teeth before my
Before
crack.
you smoke, yeah.
Before I smoke my crack.
Yeah, pre-crack ritual.
Pre-crack ritual.
Although it should be post-crack ritual, shouldn't it? If you're that worried.
Yeah.
I thought we talked about like it should have
We
been
should do before and after.
and after
And
because
Yeah.
in the middle.
That's what the dentist would
Yeah,
say.
you take a break and brush your teeth in the middle.
Yeah, there's just for those who aren't in on the joke, there was this girl that I knew who told me that her and her best friend used to smoke crack together. And they would brush their teeth afterwards because they were concerned that they'd seen other crack users who have little or no teeth or severely damaged teeth or where their tongue looks like it's in jail. So, they just decided that, hey, we want to keep our pearly whites, so we're just going to brush our teeth after every crack session. So that's what she did. I don't think it's
Waste of Kokomo right there.
Yeah, there you go.
Definitely.
That's kind of what this show's about.
And actually, Josh actually brought up that her teeth, because we did Google her. Actually, we Facebooked her.
She's got a good set of chops.
She does, so it must have worked. So if you're thinking of starting to do meth, it is
crack cocaine.
proven
Doesn't matter. Yes, it's
Yeah.
proven.
that used to.
That's a sound effect for breaking news.
No, I was trying to beep out the name of the
Her
person.
name. Yeah, we don't want to say it.
We don't want our first
A crack
podcast to be
smoker.
our last podcast.
No, I know.
Yeah, we don't name drop.
Yeah,
we don't.
yeah.
We will not.
It's
name drop on
tempting.
this.
Yeah,
we will not name
It is tempting,
Yeah.
but no.
If I name drop, I will say my name. So.
It makes me think of that Quentin Tarantino quote. He says, "Name dropping's bullshit." Burt Reynolds told me that.
That's great.
I forget. Someone else said that too, and I heard him say something.
It was probably
De
me.
Niro told me.
It was
that.
probably me. It was Jared Summers said that. De Niro told me. I know he did. Was there? But
De
anyway.
Niro said. Jared Summers told me.
So we were Jimmy and I were deciding to do this. Actually, we've been talking about this for several months. Kind of threw it together. Got some people, came over. We thought the playoff weekend would be a great weekend. Sunday to come out and do this. So we decided to go to Best Buy today and get all our equipment. Which I don't know if you guys have ever thrown together some kind of podcast.
First time.
Yeah, but
Waste of Kokomo.
yeah, ways to go. But you shouldn't wait till right before the podcast begins.
If you talk about it for months, maybe you ought to plan.
Yeah, it's
Two.
probably a great idea. But the best thing we did see was we were in the Best Buy parking lot, and I saw a Dodge Ram extended cab red, lifted. It was probably a diesel, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
And it had the Trump 2020 flag in the back.
Yes.
Because they were all out of the Rebel flags. They could not. The
They don't
Confederate
make them
flag.
anymore. So
His dad has it on his garage.
his dad's got one in the garage, and he won't come off of it. But
So he said, "You know what? This
he's
looks
in the
good."
wheel. He's in the wheel.
He said this flag looks really good on the back of this red Dodge, and
I seen it downtown across from Subway. The guy was coming through.
Subway.
Flying
Yeah.
By the Manus.
it. Yeah, Spot of Manus.
Coco Manus.
Huge belt buckle.
It's not a frame.
What kind of boots did he have, Josh?
Probably
Dingo.
Justin.
Dingo. Oh, or Justin's. Good set of Justins. And that's our little mascot. If you heard that little meow in the background, we've got a cat here. We've got a kitty cat.
That is not a kid in the basement.
Or locked in a cage.
Okay.
Oh man. Yeah, it's funny when you see these guys riding around. Like I saw a dude had a big old truck and he had Confederate flag on one side and an American flag on the other.
Yeah,
Make your mind up.
I'm like, are you fucking traitor? Isn't that treason? I mean,
it is
come on.
treason.
It is
Kinda
treason.
is.
Somewhere around.
He's playing both sides there. I'm like, come on.
Did he have a mullet?
Probably a skullet, I think.
Skullet. Yeah, skullet.
Oh yes, I love this.
I mean, I want him to bring back.
like the Nasty Boys.
Yes.
Oh man, or you remember Rock and Roll Express?
Yes.
Both those guys had the shag mullets with the
Yeah.
bangs. Yeah.
But the Nasty Boys had the shaved side and then the
Yeah, they had like. Yeah, it was really.
Yeah.
it was-
missing
That's like
teeth.
Barlow.
Oh yeah.
I like.
Name drop.
Although, you can't name drop.
A
Do you
visit.
know how many people have that last name? It's like Smith.
Two that we know about.
Visit Barlow's Barber Shop.
By the way, they're a sponsor of this inadvertently. You didn't really know that. And
If you need to get your mullet fixed,
you want to get that shit faded up,
if you want to get the little racing stripes on the side,
and if you need any
yeah.
beaver butter,
Yep.
yeah, beaver butter, beard butter.
whatever.
If you need to get your Jedi braid fixed, we can do that for you.
Have the
I don't know, because like
Padawan, my young Padawan.
right. Well, you know, it's like you see these guys walk around. They got the rat tail. I'm like, before Star Wars was as big as it is, I thought, well, is he just like rat tailing it up, or is he like trying to be Jedi in training? I don't know what's going on with this guy. I almost am like, where's your lightsaber, bro?
Josh and I have a guy that we work with that is perpetually lost with the longest rat tail in the world.
Yeah?
It is. It's pretty sick, guys.
He comes to work in the morning and it'll still be like the back of his shirt will be wet where he took a shower. There'll be a mark down the back of his shirt.
He's like, hey, look.
Wet.
I ain't sweating, man. I swear I had a shower.
No, he's like, look at his
Tail.
ponytail, man. Check out that mark down the back of his shirt.
God.
He's got a wet
That's
spot
a
from his
story.
wet. That's not. That's true. That's 100%.
That probably comes in handy.
He's got a rat tail skid mark.
It's like a skid. It's
He can put it around his neck in the summer,
He
like
really could.
a glove. He put that ponytail
He puts it in there in the
freezer
winter
at
time
night.
sometimes because it gets cold. His neck gets like a little drafty.
Scarf.
It's like a scarf. And he does
He,
this.
like, he takes the braid and he ties it around front.
Nature's tie.
Nature's bow tie.
That's classy right there.
And each year it gets thinner
That's like the polo.
progressively. He's got like 6
Heard of the
strands
polo
left.
We don't have the hair on top. It's all from the ear down.
He's got this gnarly ass beard too. Like he's got a Harley Davidson. He's got all these really nice
You're
things.
still getting fired.
I am.
Waste of Kokomo. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna contribute to the rest of the day. I'm trying to waste of Kokomo.
I totally just got
I think it's
fired.
hilarious at work when guys wear hats all the time and once in a while they'll take off their hat and I was like, oh my god, I didn't know you were bald, you know?
We got
We got one of those too. He just
just
hey,
assume
no
they are.
idea.
Just like
Like
I
this.
wear. I have hair.
You do. I just always thought you were bald underneath.
I just
it.
wear. Cause I don't
Lenny,
like
I don't
combing.
think I've ever seen
I don't like
Lenny wear
combing my
a
Not in a
hair.
long time.
The only hat he wears is like that. The Kangol? Is that right? You wear a Kangol?
Not a long time. I kind of went through this phase where I just kind of got tired of wearing hats, so I
Well, at
stopped.
least you still got your fucking hair, and nobody else has their fucking hair around. Well, hold on. I don't have my fucking hair, and everybody else has
Speak
their
for
hair.
yourself, pal.
All right, I know you got a good head of hair.
No, I don't know about that.
So,
Compared to,
Yeah, you could do the bald thing. Girls love that.
You really
Get that
could. Jared, you
get that
look
whole
good.
I thought I seen a
You
look
bald
good.
eagle.
No hair,
but he
Wendy,
was
Wendy.
Yeah.
let's go
combing
with
his
hair.
feathers over.
Why don't we do that?
What?
Be part of the podcast. We can shave Jared's head.
Oh
That
yeah.
would be great.
Yeah, that's great radio.
But he'll be able to and then
Jared laughing.
Jared laughing.
and everyone giggling. And
Yeah, that's great. How about the Best Buy kid? Huh?
Oh yeah.
Fancy.
What happened?
He was like young Logan from Wolverine. Yeah.
He was like really like prepubescent
Yes,
Logan with a
yes,
beard. So
yes.
he did have a beard though.
He did have like the beard, not the mustache, but he had like this
Oh, the chops.
thing going around. No, it went all the way around. He just couldn't grow a mustache, I think. And
Oh.
Amish maybe?
no, because he had he was
He had
maybe
a 6 set of braces too. Like I think he had braces.
did
in
I
his
never
face.
seen him over around.
I didn't know. Well, he helped us with this microphone.
Why I know, and he, but you guys bonded.
We bonded, and you said something about you want to come over
Jared
later and be
told
part of the
me
podcast.
Well, because I thought he was a pro at doing a skimmish The skimmish transfer, what'd you call
What the
him?
hell is it? He's a
don't
Twitch streamer
Okay.
for video games.
What does that mean?
That means he like
he
records
knew
himself
about
playing video games, probably cusses and yells while he's doing
And
it.
people
okay.
and he gets paid.
Does he get paid?
Yeah, those guys get
Oh
paid.
my god.
Maybe not all of them, though. I mean, they probably have to.
I'm
think
guessing
he's getting paid
he's not getting paid much.
I mean,
Yeah,
like,
he can't even buy a razor.
no, he could buy a razor, and he works at Best Buy. So.
You'd think that he'd be able to at least open up a razor, and
And they even sell them there.
They
Like
do.
they even sell trimmers
do?
and shit.
They
there.
do?
At Best
Yeah.
Buy?
they
Oh,
only
yeah.
sell everything
It's best.
except groceries.
I
Yeah.
also go.
No, they got like Nutri-Green bars and shit.
Oh, you're right. You can probably live.
You can probably live in a Best Buy.
Skittles, and they got
and
popcorn.
popcorn.
There
They
you
probably
go.
got Cokes there.
They probably got a microwave you can plug in.
yeah,
Yep. There you
Oh
go.
wow! You can wash your laundry there.
yeah. So you could totally
Put a
just live at a Best
refrigerator
Buy.
out in the back, get some milk in
Make a
there.
mess when you're using the thing. You can get a vacuum.
Yeah. Like I'm gonna let's try this Dyson out here.
So you know what's real funny is
I
like,
live in Best Buy. You could live in Best Buy.
you could live in Best Buy.
Yeah.
But
walk
they don't
around
have-
naked
they
at
need-
night.
Security cameras.
You don't know the
yourself?
cameras going
Yeah.
by.
Right. Like security people look at the cameras every night. This asshole walks around commando. It's like, why are you doing it? He's dancing in front of the camera. Like he knows I gotta watch this stuff for security purposes.
So what's up, Kelly? What do you got going on over there, huh?
Modifying the Valentine's poster.
Modifying the Valentine's poster. Oh, that. Speaking of the Valentine's poster, go to the Cellar. Everybody, go down to the Cellar.
Oh, you just so happen to be working on your poster.
yeah.
while we're
It's
doing our
weird, isn't it?
podcast.
Yeah, that's weird. That is
She just kept
Just
going
one
like
free.
this.
Yeah. Hey.
I have to, because my son's like designing it and he's on a time frame. He's watching me to
Aren't we all on
edit
time
it.
frames?
What's going
I
on
have-
on Valentine's?
I'm having a dinner for two. I'm having Angel Ramos playing music, and I'm
Yeah,
gonna
really
have
good guy.
the
Actually,
prime
really
rib
good. I don't know if you
dinner.
know.
Yeah, he's a great musician.
He's the
Asparagus
Starbucks
and
kid.
potatoes.
Yeah, the rescue the
and
people.
The rescue the
Tornado.
people in the tornado. Huh?
Yeah, Angel's a hero.
Kay
Angel,
doing
good
it
dude.
in.
And his buddy, I bought speaker
Victor.
stands off. Rudy.
Oh, the bass guitarist.
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
Is it Rudy? Rudy Van? Yeah.
I can't. He's
I
the
thought
one
you
that
said he was in the band.
speaking. He was speaking Spanish the other day, and I couldn't understand. Thank you.
Do you know Spanish?
A couple words.
Oh, so he like lost you after adios.
He was like, "Hola."
After
He said,
adios.
"Hola," and then yes, you're funny, real funny. That's a good one. You know.
So
So
Here we
anyway, Kelly, you were talking about the Cellar is having a Valentine's Day dinner. It's dinner for two. We got there's entertainment there. We got a catered dinner. Is it prime rib? I
Prime
think it is.
rib and asparagus and roasted potatoes.
Brian Deshawn is going to do that for us, I do believe. I say
Yeah, is that
us.
Gish?
Yeah, that is Gish. Yeah, Dish, whatever. You wanna call
oh
it.
yeah, it's David Hasselhoff.
It is Hasselhoff.
Don't hassle the Hoff.
I used to call him eye candy back in the day. He'd get so red.
Yeah.
He's got that eye. The eye
Yeah.
candy. He's got a little crazy eye.
Yeah,
but
he
it's
was
okay.
sniffing coke through his eye.
That's why he's got problems.
That's how he's got that.
Shit.
So eye candy, you know, it clotted up at first, but
He's good now.
yeah,
He's good.
he always had like it looked like dough around his eyes.
Oh, God.
Oh man, you've been doing that eye candy again, haven't you? Hasselhoff.
So that is what time does that start at?
The dinner's at 7. The entertainment starts at 9.
Dinner's at 7. Entertainment starts at 9. Tickets are
$100
$100 per
in
couple
advance.
in advance, and
Must have money turned in by the 7th of February.
so we have the numbers for everything that's going on. Right. We also have a few other things going on every week, especially Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays for sure. We've got open mic night on Tuesdays, which that's
Carrie Matthews.
Carrie Matthews kind of bitched out on us and left us.
He's moving to Bloomington.
So he moved to Bloomington. Yeah, I feel bad, but I don't feel bad. Then
We're going to be the most hated group in Kokomo.
All right, we're the wasted coke.
we're the wasted coke. The Chris Sutton.
No, I like Chris Sutton. I don't have a problem with him.
Ah, fuck her.
I don't have a problem with him. But
I'll go on record to say that no comment.
sorry.
Anyway, we're gonna just say that. What was it? Kerry Matthews is usually Tuesday nights. What,
He
did
was
we
doing
replace
karaoke.
that?
That was an open stage.
Open mic. Josh is gonna do it for me.
Okay, so Josh is going to do open mic on Tuesdays, and we
Josh,
got Wednesday. We got the
the open
Roadkill
mic
Comedy
comedy.
Club
Yeah.
open mic.
The Blind
Tiger.
Oh, hey, Bob, or Brian that was here a couple weeks ago. He sent me a picture on Facebook. He found a Blind Tiger rum in a liquor store.
No way.
I said, "Oh, that's cool." He goes, "Yeah, if I see it again, I'll pick you one up." You didn't pick that up. You just took a picture of it.
I was blind at the time.
Yeah, he was blinded.
Time.
So the Blind Tiger is a comedy open mic, and if you don't know what that is, there's people coming from all over the place, and then we have a local comedy scene. People are working on their material. That's Wednesday nights. Thursday night.
Well, Thursday night we got karaoke, and I think I've got it worked out to where I'm going to possibly run it through what I've got. I'll have to borrow somebody's microphone, probably Jimmy's here, and the PA, and he's got a son, so he'll have to show me how to do a few things. But I think I'm going to take that over for Kelly for a little while until we find somebody. Should be a good time. If you guys come down to the Cellar, she's open from 3 or 4? 4 to whenever. The bigger the crowd, the better. You can come down there and see Kelly. Sometimes me, Jared. Sometimes Wendy and Kinsey on Fridays and Saturdays. So should be a good time.
Also, right after Valentine's Day on the 16th of February, we got the Shawshank Redemption. Sean D. Shank around from the Logan Sport South Bend comedy area. Shank, and then yours truly, Shaw. I brilliantly came up with the name, the Shawshank Comediation. I don't know what.
Mediation is
I don't know, but
We're still working on it.
I'm working. I got like a little, I got almost a little less than a month, but I can come up with a name. I'm gonna. It's all the invite's already on the Facebook. I got that in before Facebook jail.
God, there's a story
yeah, you
there.
know what? Congratulations to Jimmy Shaw from. He just was released, and he had 30 days in the hole. 30 days in the hole.
I spent the holidays on the inside, guys.
Yeah, he did, and then we've got Martin Luther King Jr. Day coming up tomorrow.
So yeah,
So guess
free
what?
at last. Free at last.
That's right, and we're gonna celebrate
God
that
almighty.
accordingly.
It's free
We
at
appreciate
last.
that, and for
We're struggling
that
here.
was
This is
no, that was
we're
kind
being
of
racist.
racist.
Far
That
out.
was kind of a racist comment.
No, racist. That wasn't really racist. I mean,
How I don't get it.
But you're not offended, right?
no, I wasn't
I was
offended.
just saying-
But no, if you were like,
that
yeah,
racist?
Martin Luther King Day, I'm going to drink a bottle of Johnny Walker Black. Like, okay. Maybe that's
Maybe
kinda,
that's
that's
a
a
little too
maybe,
much.
but maybe.
Maybe.
That's a maybe.
It's on the cusp.
It's almost.
And it's
You know.
not like 100% like
Hennessy.
Right.
Hennessy and
Or-
Hypnotic.
Or you could say that in honor of Martin Luther King, drink Crown Royal, because, kings wear crowns. You could do that.
No, okay, I didn't think about
That's
that.
good.
See, clubs don't do drink specials on Martin Luther King Day, but if they did,
They did.
they
It
would
would
do
be
shit like that.
the
you
Crown
know.
It
Royal.
wouldn't be a
It
white
probably
Russian.
would.
Hypnotic and Hennessy.
It'd be all black
White
Russian.
Russian, Black Russian.
Black Russian sale, yeah. You can have that.
So now we just lost
We lost what? What did we
2
lose?
of our 1 viewers.
Yeah.
We don't even have a
Not
viewer.
true story,
I know, I
though.
just made that up.
I went to a
That's how my
True story. This is a true story.
true story. I got a few of these.
I know you do. It's
Oh God, when I do the
kinda
true
weird.
stories, I get a little strange.
I'm scared.
No, this one though. Speaking like race type stuff, I was at a convenience store in town, and I'm not gonna say which one because I don't want to give them business.
What is it? What is it? Ryan.
Hey, all the Trump fans will be there.
What is that?
Oh no, they wouldn't because foreign dudes are running it. So they're
Okay, we know where it's at.
hell no, and then walk back out.
There's only about
I
60
ain't giving you my
here in
money.
town.
Now there's this old lady that complains about the foreigners that run gas stations, which I think is hilarious. She's like, those guys are gonna blow up all the gas stations in town on 9/11. I'm like, that's not gonna happen because they're making way too much money,
Way too much.
way too much money selling the gas and cigarettes and rolling papers and
Hey, that's a big thing.
Funyuns and whatnot.
Hey, where were we the other day and we saw, like, it looked like marijuana. Have you seen that shit?
Yeah.
What is it? What is that stuff?
I don't know what the fuck
Washington
it is. Somebody
and
said
Jefferson.
it's Washington and
Jefferson.
Jefferson.
I know.
They doing the spice again?
We
looks
don't want
just
you
like
guys
it.
to go there and look at it, but
like
go
a
look
bud.
at it.
Yeah, it looks like a bud.
It looks like fucking bud.
In a little baggie. Just hang it on the counter.
It's
Yeah.
the weirdest thing ever. Anybody
I'm good.
good for that?
Oh, so I got to finish this anecdote. So
Yes,
I go to
please
the
do.
store, and this was like
Sorry.
about a summer or so ago. And they're like, "Hey, brother, how you doing?
That's how
buddy.
we're friends. Hey, buddy. Hey, brother.
Hey, brother." I'm like,
buddy.
"Hey, what's up, man?" Yes, I got the special today on 40 ounces. He had this big display of Cobra.
Cobra.
Right,
Black guy.
he sees me, comes, and he's immediately like, "I sell you Cobra, good price, brother. I have special rolling papers, whatever you want, I got you, brother." I'm like, I'm good. "We got fried chicken, brother."
He's like, I got a big pot of greens back here.
I'm back. I go to deep fry some watermelon, brother. I sell you good price. I'm like, fuck this. I'm just gonna go somewhere corporate and laugh.
Yeah. He's like, let me go to the
It's
marathon.
like, why is he assuming a
Go to
sale
the
on
Speedway.
Circle K.
I don't even smoke. I don't drink liquor.
Right.
I don't drink malt liquor.
I mean, I'm like, since when did Cobra have a fucking brand? Does G.I. Joe have a brand of malt liquor too? How does that work? I don't even know, man.
I'm sure it wasn't Cobra Kai.
Oh, the dojo?
Yeah, there you go.
Wax on, wax
Cobra
on.
Kai malt liquor. It
Sweep
has
the
a
leg.
kick.
Sweep.
No mercy.
No mercy.
On your liver.
No, they have. There's a Cobra
was on the
Kai
other
show out. I
night.
haven't watched
Are you
it.
serious?
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Jim will tell you about
Karate
it.
Kid.
What's that?
About the Cobra Kai thing on YouTube.
Oh,
He
yeah.
watches that shit?
It's not bad.
It's got.
Jim does that. Jim has a lot.
It goes like through the guys in the movie in Karate Kid, like where they
Like
were in their
Daniel?
lives.
Daniel's
Ralph Macchio?
a car
Daniel said-
dealer. He owns a car dealership.
Yeah.
Yeah, he owns
Ralph
several of them,
Macchio
I
is
think.
And then the blonde-headed dude
Johnny.
that was in John from Cobra
one that was
Kai.
me.
The real people?
Yeah,
same
yeah.
actors.
I will have one in the refrigerator.
They are.
No
Cooler
way.
out back.
He's like
No.
he's like a
Legit.
bum man, and he's everywhere he goes. He gets
Josh.
jobs and
thrown in
shit.
his
You have one of my
face.
Coors
and,
Lights.
ever
They're
since
right outside the back
when
door.
he beat his ass in that karate
Yeah,
tournament.
the All Valley tournament. After
yeah,
that,
and after the
I
All
remember
Valley
all that.
tournament, his life was downhill, man. The dude's like
Ralph
He
Macchio
lives
did.
in-
He had nothing after that, did he? What about Pat?
No, he's got, he
did
owns
like
car
four- didn't he do
lots.
like
no, in the
four-
show.
What
we're
about?
talking
Oh, but what about Pat Morita? Did whatever
He
happened
died.
to that guy? But after the shows, like immediately. But did he do anything else famous?
he got replaced by what was the guy's name?
Jackie
Jimmy
Chan.
Jackie Chan.
No, in Happy Days.
Oh yeah, he took what's his name's
Al's
Al. He did replace Al.
Yeah, Al replaced him.
Thank
Oh
you.
my God.
What was the name of the place on Happy Days?
When it Al's or
Diner?
something?
It was Al.
Al's Diner.
Al's Diner or something.
Fonzie's always.
Oh yeah,
look
he
at that, look at
replaced
his
Al.
go.
He did.
He
replace
did.
Al.
I'm sorry.
Did they ever explain that plot? Or they just
I think they just
did
threw
the
it
I think he died or went and got married or
No,
something.
because he came back
Same thing.
eventually.
Was Pat
didn't he?
Morita in?
He was in Happy Days.
He was Happy Days. He was.
Yeah,
ran
he was in
Al's
Happy
Diner.
Days.
God, that's like Mork originally appeared on Happy Days.
Yeah.
And then he had
That's
to
where he
spin
came
off-
out. He did a spin-off for
Mork and Mindy.
Mork and Mindy.
Yeah.
Nanu.
Robert Williams. Yeah.
Genius,
Nanu.
by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Just genius, but
But
really,
did you ever hear about what he did for the
Really
as
in
far
his
as
head.
stealing for comedians?
that's I heard that too.
Like it got to the point though he was making so much money doing it. He'd have his lawyers come in. They just like cut a dude a check. Here you go. He'd borrow a joke here, borrow a joke there. Cut him a check. He was like, it's whatever.
Wow.
At least he did that though, because I know some of these guys. It's like I've had a couple jokes stolen from me. Them fuckers didn't even say thank you.
That's what Jeremy Huff was talking about the other day. He was like,
Right. Oh yeah, that guy at the
that
show. Actually.
some douchebag was like taking his shit, but well,
Unless he's listening. Unless he's listening.
he's not listening tonight. We hey guess.
Well, he
it's
should have been
called
stealing jokes in the first place. That's a dick
I
move.
did
It's
hear
called
something
the
like that.
magic of editing.
Yeah.
704. We gotta get no 4.
So we're on a break right here. This is editing.
No, but honestly, if you're gonna do stand-up comedy, do your own jokes.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I feel. I don't care who it is. So they can come to open mic night all they want. But if they're stealing somebody else's shit, I'd much. You know what? I'd much rather me stand up there or Dan Laxton stand up there and talk
street
all
jokes.
kinds of shit and not steal people's shit or borrow shit.
Well,
that
most
was,
of Dan's stuff was street jokes.
he did a great job though. Like his first night
Yeah,
killed.
no, he did. He did 14 minutes. He killed it.
He really did.
But that one.
Pissed his wife off though.
Oh, that was the second time.
Oh, was that the second time? Yeah, it was because Kelly wasn't there the first time.
I must have missed the second one.
No, we
we
walked
were
the
at
whole
the
bar.
second
You
one.
guys were there. You guys were the first ones to walk out.
I think I had the video on my phone.
I had to go upstairs
I think I
because he was so
videotaped the whole
drunk
time.
he couldn't.
I don't even
But he
remember.
walked the whole bar. The only people that was down there was me and Shannon.
Oh.
She was just waiting on me to leave so she could start hitting the bottles behind the bar.
I know. We like you, Shannon. Thank you. Thank you for everything.
Running up my
I
bar
had,
tab.
I had a fucking chance. I had a fucking chance to go to Vegas once with Jimmy Shaw, but
You took it.
she got to go. And
He probably was willing to do some things you weren't necessarily willing to do.
how do you know?
Well, I mean, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. It's a
Yeah.
different zip code.
But I love Vegas because everyone's like, you can do whatever the hell you want. It's Vegas, you know. But they're like the same people that we get pissed if you were like walking down their street pissing in their yard. You know? And that's what they're doing in Vegas. I mean, you can walk down the strip and there's people with their dick out.
Literally, yeah, it's a fucking
free for
shithole.
all.
You know what though? I thought it would be clean. I thought Vegas would be cleaner than what it actually was.
Is it dirty?
It is kind of dirty.
Really?
I've never been.
Well,
It
the
is.
strip,
Depends on
the
what-
strip
if you
itself,
go
the
to
strip
old
itself,
Vegas-
the strip itself is not as dirty as, but you
The downtown area
venture.
is trash. The downtown underneath
Well,
that,
when you get to Old
where they get
Vegas
with the
and stuff like
lights
that,
and
it
stuff
gets-
like that.
Kind of
I
get
just
All
it.
that
thought-
area, I went down there that time, and it was just they're just the trashiest people in Vegas are downtown partying.
Yeah.
I mean, we love Las Vegas, and one day we want to be there.
Yes, I love staying at the Flamingo.
That's where I always
Me
stay.
too.
I stayed at this shithole right
I've never
by
stayed
the
anywhere else but the Flamingo all the
Tropicana
time.
called the.
After I found the Flamingo, I haven't went anywhere but there.
So you know where the Tropicana used to be, and there's the MGM Grand and all that stuff. I stayed at a little shithole right, like literally next door to it. It's called the Hotel San Remo.
Oh yeah.
Is it still around, or
I've
did they
never
move
even
it?
heard of it.
It is completely
Me neither.
gone, and I'm sure there were stains on the sheets, but it was only $50 a night, and I was broke at the time, and it was a good time. I've also stayed at the Luxor, which is way fucking better than the Hotel
I
San
stayed at the
Remo.
Luxor.
Luxor's
once.
fucking
The first
nice.
time I went, Tammy was a travel agent, and we got like a deal flying out there and staying at the Luxor.
I thought I forgot.
So we stayed at the Luxor the first time.
This is a
and
nice place.
And the second time
I've
we
never
went, we
stayed
found the
anywhere but the
Flamingo, and then we
Flamingo's
just kinda
nice
stayed
too.
there.
I mean, that's you can't go wrong.
When's the last time you've been to Flamingo?
Let's see.
You got to pay a cover to get into the pool now.
Do you really?
Yeah, they turn it into like an MTV atmosphere thing. It's just like,
So it's like for young.
Try to do that shit.
and then they got to drain that water out and clean it every night.
Oh, but they do.
Party time.
And a
And then by
guy.
the time you get in, like, if you get there early, and you got to get there early,
It's cold.
it's fucking freezing, and it was just wasn't not even.
I tell her no. I'm watching.
But everyone's just staying in there peeing all day, you know.
God.
If you let her show that.
Shit.
And they don't have the water, so they take that and they clean it and
Lenny. Sounds like your pool.
Shit.
Or Wendy's
I'm
pool.
way too OCD
Wendy's
for
pool.
that.
Wendy's pool. We just piss in it. We don't. We just. It is
You
what
get
it
drunk
is.
enough.
just get some pH balance.
Well, we just,
check
hey,
out
no, we
the
just throw an
balance.
extra bleach bottle in there. every once in a while. Literally, we use Clorox. That's right.
So,
Bathing suit's all bleached
Yeah.
out, falling apart.
I had a really nice. I had this really nice red swimsuit once. It looked like I bled out in the fucking pool. It was unbelievable.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was not a good.
Oh, are you on your period, dude?
Yeah, that's
No,
exactly what I didn't know. I'm bleeding.
pissing into
I'm
my,
pissing into my pants, and
pissing
there's a
in-
lot of.
I'm pissing in my new red stripes.
So much bleach in there. You can go in. You come out like blonde hair. What the hell happened?
Like I was swimming in high school. Like those kids that because they would pump up the amount
pump
of
up
chlorine
volume.
in the water, and then they would make it cold. Okay, so those kids would be blonde haired, like a greenish blonde, and they were
remember
brown
that.
headed kids. But then they would have no hair on their legs and shit because it would eat like the chemicals in the pool. They have to up the pH while they're swimming because of all the shit, all the kids that are in there. So
Wow.
it was pretty interesting. I was like, "Are you blonde?" And they were like, "No." Anyway, cool story. I know.
Do you remember that guy we went to high school with got expelled for throwing shit in the pool during swim class?
What was his name?
Like shit.
I don't want to name drop him on here, but I'm sure you know him.
Hey, can you write it down and I'll let you know?
All right, I'm gonna write this shit down.
By the way, Lenny and I went to high school together, and we're about the same age, and then everyone else is like staggered age-wise.
No, we're not staggered. We all graduated together.
Well, Josh didn't because he's a foreigner.
Okay, that's the name. You remember him?
Hey, let me tell you about this guy.
Oh, shit.
So this guy one night, I was at a bar with a certain ex-wife of mine, and it was.
Drop her.
We're not gonna name drop her. We're not gonna give that. We're not gonna give that satisfaction. But
Rhymes
anyway,
with Mason. I'm just kidding, man. I don't even know. I don't know the guy.
Freemason.
Freemason.
And
I was gonna join the Freemasons once.
I was.
You actually gotta pay, and it's like not
Why
even-
would you have to pay? Why would you want to pay to get in the club?
No, it's called Freemason.
Well, they were wrong on that. They were wrong.
Misleading advertisement.
So I'm at a bar here in the Kokomo area, and it might be very, very cold out that certain night, and I was sober, believe it or not, and said woman was very, very inebriated, and we went outside. She slipped on the ice, fell. People walked out, thought I had thrown her down, which I
Probably
didn't,
should've.
but I probably should have. And this guy thought he was going to be Billy Badass, right?
Is this the same guy that shit in the pool that you're talking about?
Yeah, this is the same-
Back when we were in
same
high
guy.
school, he
Okay.
shit in the
This don't
pool.
mean anything to you either, but there's
Like I guess he threw it up in the air. I guess the dude got expelled behind
Can I
it.
tell you though that guy? Guess what? He failed. He failed at life. If he's not in the paper at least 3 or 4 times a year, you know.
Does he
you
have a
Kokomo
sister
perspective.
without saying no names?
Probably, he probably
I
does.
don't
He's
know.
just kind of. Anyway, he thought
I
that
think I
had.
know who he is.
He thought
Had,
you
that had beat
threw
her
your
up.
wife
but
down. Yeah.
I
He was
had.
being-
I
he was
didn't.
I know you didn't. You don't
Well,
expect
he
Is he
that.
always in trouble all the time?
All the
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
time.
Yeah, I know exactly who he
He said he
is.
was in the local weekly.
We can't name that. Don't name that.
Yeah, fuck them.
Everybody knows that, but
I know, but everyone knows
I know
that's the only
exactly
thing
who
that
it is.
that paper is worth is that.
His
That's
sister's
it.
just
and then,
like
and then
him.
he's like,
She gets in trouble.
but he's from Boonville, right? So he's from Southern Indiana, and I'm like, dude, look, let's see who we know in the paper. It's a game,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Because
yeah.
it's a
But
game
you
for
know
us.
what? I'd rather have that paper as free.
But whenever I
Then
moved
pay
up
for
here
the
and
other
I
one.
seen
Oh,
you
yeah,
guys,
I don't take
You know,
everybody
we oughta-
in Kokomo gets the paper. I mean, it blew me away. I mean, I've never seen that in any other town where people
Oh, no.
actually
Yeah.
buy a paper to see
Called
what's
out
in
on
it.
your
It's
fucking
crazy.
shit.
Some places charge you for that, like
They did here.
Yeah, they used to have.
In the-
It was $1.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
put it out once a month.
Nobody ever bought
Had
that
all the counties
motherfucker.
That's why I went back in there, and now they're selling, and that's their thing. They bug you about sponsorship all the time, and they sell a big. And last week it was the guy that was my lawyer in my divorce. So
Yeah.
and that's where like a lawyer needs to be there. But I want to know how much that is if I ever, and I doubt if I
I bet
ever
it's
put
a
any money
grand,
back in there.
easy.
But
Probably
I'm gonna
grand or
put
two.
That little
something in.
bitty blurb at the bottom.
Yeah.
Shit, they were about $500 for something like that.
Really.
Really.
But nobody's really looking at sponsorship in there either.
In most advertising.
But speaking of sponsorship, we're always going to start looking. Right now, we're looking for any sponsors that want to sponsor the podcast / YouTube, whatever we figure out what form of media we're going to go on because this is brand new. But I know it's going to be a big hit. I know it's going to be a
Oh
big hit.
yeah, we're gonna have like
I am
big
guaranteed
stars.
fucking yeah, we're gonna have big stars here. We are, I know.
So when Corey Feldman
what
comes to
does
town,
Corey
we're gonna-
Feldman be on this podcast.
we're gonna try to get him on
Or
the
what
show.
about Mini Kiss? Mini Kiss when they come to town
Mini
this
Kiss?
summer,
Oh shit!
right?
Dude,
Give me a kiss.
Oh, there you go.
I'm gonna call my
Right, we'll
people.
get Vaughn up here.
Henry Lee
I'm calling your
Summer. We're
people.
gonna get some.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, I want Henry Lee Summer because
That would be great.
and I want Huey Lewis in the news.
Oh my gosh, she's.
Is Huey
What do you
Lewis
have to
in the
do to
news?
sponsor?
They're cranking
the
out a new
podcast?
album.
If you want to sponsor the podcast, Jesus. If you want to sponsor the podcast, get a
Meet us
hold
at
of.
the Cellar on Wednesday. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, meet us at the Cellar. Come see some live comedy. But also, you can get a hold of Jimmy Shaw at
Roadkill3x at yahoo.com.
Lenny.
You can reach me at either on Facebook, so facebook.com/Leonard LeonardPigg, no space.
And then,
Facebook message me too.
yeah, you can Facebook message Jared Summers as JarredSummers, or you can reach me at jsummers at Maybe I shouldn't give that email out.
Maybe and then come up with a no. I give
I'll
my
come
email
up-
because if I'm in Facebook jail, I can't get back a hold of you. I can read it. I can read messages. I can accept friends. I can do all of it now because I am free man.
How often do you get put in the Facebook?
I don't know. It was been
Once
a
every
little
3
bit.
months.
Probably. It's been.
You're starting to have a record.
Yeah. Once you get in the system, though, man, it's tough. It's tough. You stay in the system.
Wonder after so long, if you stay out, you can expunge your record.
Yeah, there you go.
So I get,
Can you expunge it?
I don't know. I doubt it, man.
Do you even call Mark Zuckerberg because we're friends, man? I know. I'm
He
friends
comes
with him.
on. He comes
That
up on
bastard
people
was
you
my
may
first
know
friend on
online.
Facebook. I know that's a bad joke, but let me tell you something.
Does he really friend people? Because that was the dude on MySpace.
Oh, the
that
guy on
friended
It's on
me.
MySpace Tom.
That motherfucker.
Yeah.
I miss MySpace. I liked it.
Yeah, of course you did, Kelly. It's all because they let her play Motley Crue when you would like log in. It was all fucking all Motley Crue all the time. That's all she cared about.
Fighters.
Or,
Fighters.
okay,
Wow.
Foo Fighters. But you remember when you used to log in and it would play music?
Yeah.
I did find a lot of bands because I'd listen
That's
to like
what it
a
was.
lot
That's
of,
what it really came down to was the bands.
I
that were
found,
on.
like Reverend Horton Heat and Scott
There's a lot
H.
of shit.
Byram and C6 Steve, stuff that, you
There's a
know.
lot of cool shit on there.
C6 Steve. I
You
like that
C6?
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like from like California area, but he just said fuck it, and he's like lives in the UK. I mean, he's
Wow.
over there, and that's all he does. I think he came back here and did an album a couple years ago.
But
and
who
then-
discovered C6 Steve?
I don't
Was
know.
it was like, I want to say it was like Jack White or somebody like that discovered it.
Oh, really?
Jared, you need to Google that.
I will Google that. You know why? Because we know who, ladies and gentlemen, this is a little bitty bit from the archives. Trent Reznor from Nine Inch Nails. What do you guys know what his claim to fame is? You guys probably don't
You mean
know.
pre 9 Inch Nails? Or are you talking about
No. Just his family history.
I probably heard it, but I don't remember.
I don't
Okay,
know.
so his grandfather was the owner of Reznor Heaters, which you guys don't know anything about, but Josh and I are in the heating and air conditioning business. Anyway, they are space heaters or infrared heaters that go in garages mainly. Mm-hmm. And his grandfather sold the business. That's his last name comes from that. He comes from money, huge amounts of money. If you'd like to advertise with the Waste to Kokomo podcast, there's several places and ways you can do that. You can get a hold of Jimmy Shaw, Lenny Pigg, Jared Summers, Wendy Browning, Kelli Malinowski, or Josh Grimes. You can also reach us at wasteofkokomo19@gmail.com. Any suggestions, we'd like to hear from you. Or if you just want to talk.
What's crazy about that?
If there is
this
such
is
a-
northern. He's not from the South.
He totally doesn't know anything about Dixie.
Yeah. And it was, it was a winter coat, so I forget when it was that I posted this.
It was in the middle of summer, I think, because I saw it too. It was really hot.
yeah.
It was warm.
And then he got on the page.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
That's me. I'll kick all your asses. Yeah.
It's like, come on out.
Make fun of me. Make fun of me.
Made fun of Dixie.
Yeah.
He did, man. You were disrespecting Dixie.
I was. I wish that page had one of those memories so it would pop back up.
But it doesn't. No?
It doesn't. I don't know.
Well, they'd probably take it down the minute they saw it, anyways.
Hey, Jared, do you remember the guy that cut down the tree?
Oh, it's
Uh-oh.
So Wendy has this tree. Well, it's no longer there. No, there's still remnants of it out in the yard.
About 30
But anyway,
foot.
this
Yeah,
bitch was
right.
like 30 or 40 foot tall. It was a fucking... Okay, so this guy drives up. A friend of hers arranged this. How much was it? $250?
Like 250
$250.
to take down that tree.
This dude comes and of course he was licensed, insured, bonded, all that stuff. He rolls up in like a Mitsubishi Eclipse with ground effects. It's a white car. I don't know if you've seen it in town. It's got like the spoiler on the back with the ground effects on the sides, and it's got a ball hitch on the back.
Oh.
He comes down.
Waste of Kokomo.
He's got
Wow,
white
wow.
duct tape
It
on
was
it.
white date. Yeah, it matched. It was good looking. And so we're like, oh fuck, this guy's gonna take this tree down.
Oh yes, he is.
Of course we leave.
You didn't want
Fuck
to.
that.
I don't want to be part. I didn't want to be part of it, right? So
Casey knocks it on
we
the
come
back.
back. The motherfucker had felled the tree perfectly fine. Somebody had watched him tie a strapped to the back of the fucking vehicle and to the tree, cut it down and drove forward as he was pulling that bitch down, right?
Yeah, that's how you do it.
So, yeah, that's how you roll. So he's got a Mitsubishi Eclipse, right? So that tree's sitting off the ground on all of its branches. And how do you cut? I don't know how to cut down a tree. Like, that's not my thing. He takes a chainsaw and he trims around the tree. So where's the tree gonna go? It falls. It took him 2 days, $250, and I was like, how in the I see the guy drive around town still to this day in that fucking Eclipse.
And I learned how to do that. where I lived when I was married, we had a woods, and I was cutting everything down out there. Well, then I bumped into this kid that was Duke Energy had hired, whatever company that was.
Osplund or whatever it is.
So I started talking to these kids out there, and this guy goes, I was like, do you guys do this on the side? I said, I want this tree down. So I want these 2 trees down. Or I forget how it was. I had 2 trees that were definitely going to come down. But he came out, he goes, man, I'll do it since I've been, and I don't know how old he was. He goes, since I've been the boss, I've been dying to get back on a chainsaw.
Yeah.
He goes, I'll do it for $75. I was like, all right. So,
Was he insured, licensed, bonded?
I'm sure he was. I mean,
He said he was.
Very classy, I'm sure.
Yeah. So he came out and he brought his kid. It was his weekend or what have you. And my daughter played with his kid. That's just how you do business.
That's how you do business around here. That's the way it works.
It works. So he came down. He took this tree down. That's how to guide it where you wanted it to fall. And you tie a rope into it into a vehicle, and you're having somebody just get enough tension on it to go that way, and then you cut it, and it just slides on down.
Yeah.
Well, then when I seen him do that, the next fucking tree, I was doing myself.
No more $75.
No. So the next tree that was coming down, man, I got all the way up in this because when they were there, they left a really long rope.
Very nice of them.
Yeah, it was. I lost it in a divorce.
Speaking of losing things in divorces, dignity, pride. Yeah, that's all good.
No, she got the road, whatever. I mean, I can use it if I want. I'm sure she won't loan it to me. But so I had this long rope, and I climbed up in this tree, put the rope around it, cut that, tied it all up, hooked it to my Jeep, got tension on it. Cut it down, fell just perfectly. Everything was awesome. I went out there cutting that thing up. Ended up with fucking poison ivy everywhere.
Yes!
Poison ivy
all the
was
way
growing
to
up.
the top.
Yeah,
Nice.
Shit.
They didn't explain that part, did they?
No, I mean, it was just like, and at the time I wasn't, I was just getting up there I was trying to stay off of it and everything, but it was a pine tree thing, so that was prickly anyways. Poison ivy, I didn't stand a chance.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
But I had to come down, so I said, fucking, I burnt the whole thing.
Did you?
Yeah, I had the poison ivy just burning in the
Yeah.
sky.
I did that once with my
The
grandpa.
whole neighborhood thought they got the mom.
Yes, I did. My grandpa owned a lake house up on Niona Lake north of here, and we were younger, and I remember we were clearing this area. He owned like this swampy area, and we were like, okay, let's do this. And he had diesel fuel, and we were burning it or whatever, Not thinking, I'm 12 years old, outside, hot as fuck, and then he's got this fire going, and I'm like, oh, that's great, we'll just chop all this shit up and throw it in this burn pile. And then I had camp in a couple days. Well, I was from fucking head to toe. My sack, my ass, my wiener, all of it, completely. Completely covered. From fucking head to toe.
Yeah, that happened to me then, and it happened to me when I was a kid. The church I went to, they had like a boys' weekend where we went out Mississippi and camped in the rough and everything, and there was this kid that kept throwing stuff in the fire, and I kept saying, "Quit throwing stuff in the fire," but he kept doing it. And it was poison ivy. Oh. And I mean, I got it pretty bad to where My parents never took pictures of it, but I remember looking at myself in the mirror. It was like the Elephant Man. I was like, I mean, because I could have died from it. That's how bad it was. And I remember we went to a Cubs game, and everyone felt sorry for me. Man, they were buying me stuff.
Buying you beers and stuff?
No, but they, I was a kid. So,
okay.
They were letting me hit their cigarettes. And,
They're like, here, this will make you feel better.
I got to finger this guy's wife.
Awesome. That's great.
That's nice of him.
He was really nice.
That's nice of him.
I was gonna
You said
die
you
a
were dying.
virgin.
Right.
Die a virgin. You're 9. I know. It's fucking, you want to die a virgin?
He's like, no, but I'll let you finger bang my wife. That's awesome.
That was all true except for the finger banging the wire. She likes anal.
She likes anal. She didn't. Lenny, when's the last time you cut your tree down?
I've actually not cut a tree down. I've set a lot of things on fire.
Not an outdoorsman?
Not really. Like, I have allergies. Like, when I was a kid, I remember I had ridiculous allergies. So I remember one point, it's like, yeah, I can mow the lawn. I go out there and I'm mowing the lawn and stuff. I might have been like 9 or 10. My eyes are itching, nose like all stuffy. My eyelids had swollen. I looked like, I don't know what, I had a weird. It was just, I had puffy eyes. It just didn't look right.
Weird eyelids.
I looked like a fucking Muppet. It was just like not cool.
Gonzo?
Yeah.
Gonzo.
Yeah, basically. I'm like, man, that's not gonna work.
I was looking for like the back.
So I had to take like Benadryl and stuff to kind of normalize or whatever. And it was funny because like my grandfather at the time was like, well, I can do that next time. It's not a big deal. Blah 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 blah. And he was a cool guy. But he would wear like those really, those crushed velvet jogging suits.
Yeah.
He had one that like $6 million man had. You know, the red, like bright red. And I'm thinking, why would you wear that in the summer in the first place? I don't know. But he'd wear that son of a bitch out and go mow the lawn, and he's just drenched in sweat. I'm like, this dude's gonna die out here. I'm like, I keep bringing him like, here, have some lemonade. Here, have some water. You okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm like, okay. He's from Florida, so he's used to the heat. I was just like, fuck's sake. Yeah, I just couldn't imagine. It's like long sleeves in the summer. Forget about it.
Those things didn't breathe anyway.
No.
I had a couple of those little jogging outfits back in the day. I was like in 5th grade or 4th grade or something, but
I used to have one when I was a kid,
and mine was green. Why, I don't know.
Mine was blue with the white trim, and
I had green with the white trim.
and something happened. It got messed up in the wash and turned purple. I was so mad, but I was like, I'm gonna wear it anyway.
Those were cool
Fuck it.
back in the day.
Yeah, they were.
Was that on the whole fucking time?
What?
The fucking metronome?
I don't know. What is that?
But that's what that clicking. Did you hear the clicking? Or can you not hear?
I heard the clicking. Yeah, I didn't know what that was.
Hopefully that's not through the whole fucking podcast. Oh, well, so back! What's the good?
What is that thing for?
I don't fucking know, like, to keep time, like if we were, like, playing a guitar or
Oh,
something.
yeah.
But we're playing
I was playing a guitar the whole time.
Were you? Classical?
Air guitar.
Air guitar.
We talk about my guitar. I have a guitar.
Oh, I heard all about this today. This
Did you
is
name
pretty
it?
funny. Well, no.
I have
Did you
not
name it?
No, not
Ask him
yet.
if you can play it.
I've had this guitar. I got it for Christmas like 4 years or so ago, and just never learned to play it. But I got this guitar, and so I keep saying I'm gonna learn to play the guitar. I'm gonna learn to play the guitar. And I was gonna teach myself how to play it by ear, but that's horrible. I got my ear caught in the strings. No, I just made that part up. Really, I didn't do that. Last night I went over to Brian Blunt's house and I took my guitar over there and he.
Is that just an ironic name? Or?
No, they always on Saturday night they sit around and they play music. They have like food and everyone comes over.
Oh, over Brian and Chiquita's.
Yeah, and they sit around on Saturday night every Saturday night.
Oh,
and
you're
they
talking about the guy
Hoosier
from
Acoustic.
Play Hoosier Acoustic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So we went over there. There was only us, me and Mike Johnson, and then there was like 2 other couples, and Chiquita and Brian and someone's mom, and then a little kid that went to bed. So, but I brought my guitar over. Like, fuck, I've had this thing for. I've had this thing. Yeah, it was. So I've had this thing for all this time. So I said, well, I'm gonna, the first thing before I ever learn to play it, I need to make sure it's tuned up. So I I dated a bassist one time, and I was like, "Hey, can you tune this?"
Miss it.
She said, "No, I play bass." So she
She didn't know how to do it,
didn't know
right?
how to do it. So I took it out there, and Brian hooked me up. Brian tuned it, and the other guy, and I can't remember what his name was, but him and his wife was there. But that's the when I told the joke the one time about I went to a party, and I was the only one that didn't bring a guitar.
Is that what that was all about?
That was that.
Oh, okay.
But it was outdoors. It was Brian's birthday that time. But I went and like everyone had their own instrument, you know. And I like showed up and I was like, oh, this is gotta be awkward for you guys.
Little Davy Jones just, break out the tambourine or something, That used to crack me with the Monkees. Like everybody else is playing instruments, Davy Jones just kind of saunter around singing. He had that little tambourine just going to town. Like,
Right.
I really like Mickey Torque.
Oh, no, Mickey Dolenz, wasn't it?
Dolan? Was it Dolan?
Yeah.
It was Mickey Dolenz, was Peter Tork.
Peter Torque, that's it. Who's the little blonde, bowl-headed kid?
That was Peter Tork, and then there was Mike Nesmith always with a
Like
sock
he never,
hat.
yeah,
Right.
he never like talked though. Peter didn't like a lot during. Do you remember watching the Monkees actual? Did you guys ever watch the Monkees
Yeah.
show?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it was in syndication.
I thought it was like on Nick at Night or something.
Yeah, it was on Nick at
No,
Night.
it probably was, but it used to
Yeah.
be like an every week
Yeah.
when I was a kid.
And you guys used to cream in your panties over Davy Jones, didn't you?
Oh.
I liked their
Hello.
music, but I
Hey.
never was like.
Last train clock.
I was a Partridge Family. What was his name?
Which one?
In the Partridge Family.
David Cassidy.
Yeah. Cassidy.
That's
No,
it.
Sean was mine.
I like Sean too.
I like them all.
What was the other dude on
And Lee
Partridge
Garrett.
Family the fuck up?
Danny Bonaducci.
Bonaducci.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Hey, did you
He's
guys ever
still
see him on that
crazy.
alcohol show that like
Celebrity Rehab?
Celibri- Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He does all the crazy reality
he
shows he
needed
can.
every
It was
bit of that.
really
Oh,
funny
money.
when like
Making money.
Yeah.
he got mad because his wife went and like his wife to be, I think they were either engaged or whatever, and she went and had a bachelorette party, and he was like, "What do you mean there were strippers at the bachelor party? There was a man dancing to my wife at the bachelorette party," and he's like foaming at the mouth,
Getting all
enraged,
crazy.
and like he's got this one little sidekick guy like, "Come on, Danny, calm down, it's not that big a deal." He goes, "No, it is a big deal." He like shoves him, and he's
He's
like,
got
"We're going over it now."
issues.
Yeah, he just bug out. Yeah.
Well, you know,
Wow.
he's a ginger, so
He has no soul.
no soul. None. Soul's
Or do you remember
Souls
when the reality
Changers.
TV show awards he came out? Like you remember Johnny Fairplay? He was on.
Yeah.
Was he one of the Survivors or something? Real
Yes, yeah. I
He's just a
remember,
real
yeah.
prick. And so Johnny Fairplay comes out and he's trying to present some award, and they announce Danny Bonaducci out, and the crowd's just kind of like booing and growling at Johnny Fairplay. And he's like, "I don't understand why everybody's like that." And Danny just kind of leans in. The guy goes, "Because they hate you." And the guy's like, "What are you talking about?" And so he like hugs Danny, who's not having it. Like he doesn't put his arms around the
he's
guy.
like this.
Yeah, he's got his arms down his side, and Johnny Fairplay decides to be a goofball and hug him, and it starts like jumps up onto his lap, has his legs around him, just starts humping Danny Bonaducci, who's like ripped, and Danny just fucking grabs him, lifts him up into the air, and over his head and just steps forward as Johnny Fairplay goes crashing down. He like busting his front teeth,
I
the
think
guy's
I've
like
seen that.
staggering in the background. It was so funny, and he just kind of comes and goes, "Oh, thanks for the award, whatever," and just kind of walks off.
Walks off.
Yeah, like Johnny Fairplay's face is all bloody. He's like, "This guy didn't attack me!" And it's just like you shouldn't have humped him.
Yeah, don't hump him.
Don't hump. That's
If
the
you
thing.
don't want, if you don't want to get hurt, then
Yeah,
don't hump
like-
him.
It was
You guys remember Puck from The Real World?
Yes.
No.
He stuck and Pedro.
Yeah.
He stuck his finger in my peanut butter. It's like one of the most, and then he died of AIDS later on. I'm so sorry.
And then Judd that was in that cast.
Yes.
Judd Winnick.
Yeah.
He ended up becoming a comic book writer.
Really?
Yeah, I got a.
You know what?
Judd Winnick, who was on one of the Real World cast, was Real World San Francisco.
Yeah, I think it is.
It
That's
was like
what
way
I'm looking at.
back. And Winnick ended up writing comics. He did, I think it was Barry Ween Boy Genius, which was like this independent book. Really strange shit. It was funny. And then,
Yeah, it was San Francisco, dude.
yeah, and he ends up getting a gig.
Thank God for Google.
Yeah. He ended up getting a gig for DC Comics and was writing. He wrote Green Lantern, and he got a Saturn Award for some story he did where these guys gay bashed this kid who was like the main character's assistant. And so Green Lantern goes and beats these dudes up, and we're talking like brutalize these thugs in retaliation, and like for whatever reason it resonated with people at the time. We're talking like early 2000s, and it was like the whole you know.
Pre-LGBTQ, like more the
Right.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I mean, really, it's like it wasn't a bad story. I remember reading it and I thought, yeah, he's a good writer. He's solid. I mean, he's done more stuff since then. But
Really?
just the fact he got an award for it, I was like, wow, really? Okay. Because, you know, you'd almost think he'd be fighting some big crazy supervillain or some big epic story arc. And it's like, no, it's something as simple as
Just-
he's avenging his gay friend, you know.
That's pretty cool. See, Lenny knows a lot of stuff about a lot of stuff that we don't know about.
Yes, and that's why he
why
is
he's
not
here.
a waste of Kokomo.
That's right.
He's definitely not a waste of
He's
Kokomo.
here to let you people know you're a waste. Ain't none of you any good. Oh, what the fuck are you even listening for?
We should have to do like a Wasted in Kokomo episode. Where
Yeah.
everybody will just get trashed and just
That's what
go,
we
you
all
know.
Wasted in Kokomo.
Yeah.
That's what it will be by the end of.
Well, we're on our way, I think, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe not, I don't know.
We're enjoying the football game, man.
Yeah, this is a
a
close
good
game.
game.
It's a close game. It's 2020.
Yeah.
That's like my vision.
Mine is with glasses.
With glasses, yes, you're right. You're right. And he didn't get out of bounds. I saw that.
Yeah, what I mean, this guy's gonna kill him. He didn't get out of fucking bounds.
Motherfucker, he's just gonna let the clock run.
I mean, he probably practiced that all week. Get out of bounds, right?
Right, the
You know
one
he
thing
did.
he had.
And
That's
then he gets on
only
the big thing and he freezes. He just stops.
$17 million. All you gotta do is get out of bounds. You get a bonus.
Wow. And that guy, he had one hole to get through, dude.
Yep,
That's
and
it.
he
One
didn't do
job.
That was a miserable fail.
It was. I hope they're in field goal.
Why did they change the Rams' helmet colors from white? Or they used to be
Yeah.
yellow. They used to be yellow and blue, and now it's white and. I've never seen a Ram that has a
White and
white
black.
helmet.
I've
Like,
never,
I've never
They
seen
took
a.
away from the
They
yellow.
must be
seen a ram,
blue.
like-
I think they're blue.
They are
Yeah,
blue. They're
they're
blue
blue.
and white, but
Dark
the
blue,
Ram, that little horn itself that's curling,
yeah.
is
I
white.
like it
They used to be
better.
yellow.
Get rid of the yellow altogether. It's a new. They're in a new place.
They're the ones that are in the orange.
Who's the ones? The Bengals or the
Yes.
Browns?
Bangles.
There's the Browns too, man.
Well, the
Browns.
Chargers
But they're
are
like-
blue and yellow too.
They're
Oh,
like
look at
that
that.
neon
Breeze
orange.
thrown
It's
for
like,
Interception.
Oh, it was not an interception.
Well,
That was a reception.
He's dancing.
yeah. He's doing. He's getting crunk on his knees.
Yes,
Yeah.
he was getting crunk. Maybe he was like Doc Gooden and Terrell Strawberry back in the 80s and 90s.
He looked like he was sitting on one of those Sibians.
the old Sibian. Oh, that's a great time. Really.
Oh, here we are, 9, 10. So
else
it's
is-
commercial break here. What was we talking about? We
I
were
don't
talking
remember.
about-
We were talking about.
I mean, you were talking about the
Comic
there was
book,
Poison
fuck.
Ivy, then I was talking about the Judd Winnick with
It all
the
started
whole.
with the tree. It started with
Yeah,
the tree.
started with the tree. And we kind of migrated to, you know,
Started with the tree.
real world. Because, like, basically, I think we were just kind of talking about some of these reality star villains, basically.
I want to know about that.
People just kind of got famous
one?
for being dicks.
Oh yeah. So
There's a great debate going on.
there's always a great debate. There's people that are two kinds of people in the world, and they are a toilet paper over and a toilet paper under. So we're just going to talk about this. I don't think that it needs to be toilet paper over, and I don't have like a story on why. I think that that's how I grew up.
Yeah.
That it was over, and if you didn't put it on there, or if you didn't put it on there over, we usually got beat. No, I'm kidding.
God, that really went south
Wow.
really quick.
I don't care just as long as there's toilet paper on the roll.
You don't
Right.
Hey,
care.
what did I tell you? What did I
Well,
tell
well,
you?
we're getting. We'll get, so she started. Where are you at on that?
It didn't matter. I'm
You don't
saying.
care. You
no.
just. But when you put it on there, do you just grab it?
I
and
don't
it
even
just
think-
ends up-
I don't
You
even
don't even
think
think
about
about
it.
it.
So it's like a no-brainer?
No, it just gets up and whatever's there is
Yeah,
what you
I don't
do.
ever. I
All
don't
right,
even
Kelly,
think
come
about
on.
That is fucking
Kelly,
crazy.
you
I don't know
think
Kelly,
how
what
the
do
hell
you
Kelly,
think
you
about
think about
it?
toilet
She
paper or not?
I guarantee she's so over.
Sometimes I don't, but most of the time I do the over. Just because when I was growing up, we had cats, and the cats would always bat at the toilet paper, and if it was going over, it'd just keep rolling over. But if it was under, and they
It
did
would
that.
stop.
Well, you know what I mean? Like the toilet paper would
They'd
keep
spool it
coming
out,
down.
yeah.
It'd
Yeah.
spool out.
Unravel it, yeah.
Now, Lenny,
But now most of the
sorry.
time I don't care.
you just throw it on there. You,
Yeah.
you don't care. You just get it on there, and you're okay with
All my
that.
toilet paper's in a basket in my bathroom, so I don't even have to do all that.
Well, nobody
Yeah.
else
Where
Where
uses
rolls
it.
that, I just throw it in the trash can. There's
Nobody
another roll
changes the
there.
roll here but me. So
I don't mind.
That's
on a roll.
That's a
Is
crock
that
of
true,
shit.
Jared?
Well, so here's what started this whole conversation was I came here and I said, now that I bought this microphone and you got this hard drive.
Yeah.
I don't know that I can do this because I went in there and your toilet paper was under.
And I looked at it, and we were talking about it, and I was like, this is a struggle that we all go through. You know why? Because
It shouldn't be, though.
let me tell you what.
in every
I was
house.
the
It
last
should be
one.
a struggle.
I was the last motherfucker to use
It's
the
this
toilet.
big.
Right? I put that bitch under just to piss people off, and it's not even pissing people off except for Jimmy. I like
hate
it
it.
over.
I
Flip it
hate-
over.
I hate it when people put a roll of toilet. They take the roll off, like the roll's still on there, the empty roll, and then they just
Yeah,
put the
sit
toilet
on
paper
top.
on.
On top, that's
that's-
bullshit.
That's what I
That
get
is,
a lot.
that's like
That's
leaving a
what-
Is the
swallow.
world coming to an end?
It's on the floor. The new one's
yeah.
on the floor.
I don't put it on the floor. I will never do that. You know what?
I
won't
know
even wipe
grown
my
ass
ass.
people that sit on there.
Yeah, that's
and
kind of
like-
bullshit.
That's a
Yeah.
dick move.
Listen, that's a dick
Yeah.
move, and then not putting the roll back on there like the girls do. These girls over here that are taking care of business over here.
Yeah, the babysitters.
Yeah, the babysitters. They are the and I love them to death, but they're lazy. And I
They're
thought I was lazy.
teenagers.
They're lazy.
They're so lazy.
It's weird. Like
Well.
if it goes on the ground, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna wipe my ass with
Your
it.
parents beat your ass until you learn that, and that's what
Mine
happened.
did.
People
It's a learned
quit.
trait.
People quit beating
That's
people's
the
asses.
problem. That's the problem.
True.
That is
You're
true.
right. You're all right. I mean,
My
there's-
youngest son, when he'd get something out of the cabinet, he'd always leave the cabinet door open.
that fucking.
I broke him of it though, but he did that his whole teenage years.
That
Now
drives
he's
me
an
You
nuts.
adult.
punch him
He
in his
doesn't
face.
do
I
it.
know.
You
I
cracked
get
your
it.
head on
He
it.
throat punched his ass.
That's what I would do.
He tore the
People that
door
don't
off.
close drawers.
Tore the door
open
off and hit him
Hit
with it.
him over the head with it.
You know what
And then
always
he does
irritated the
that.
shit
She opens up a drawer,
out
leaves
of
a
me?
drawer
I
open.
can't
I'm
drives me
like,
nuts. It's not like putting. It's like
you've already did the dishes and now you're sitting in the living room. You couldn't close that silverware drawer.
It's like not putting a cap back on a whiskey bottle.
Yeah.
So what is it?
Just do it.
What were you saying? That is your
Well, it used to irritate the shit out of me. It's like somebody comes over and they leave the door open.
like to your house?
Yes. Why would you leave a door open?
Close the door.
Unless the door was already open.
Right, right.
If
Yeah.
it's already open, that's
different.
courtesy. You
That's-
keep it open.
Right.
And
Yeah,
I'd
but if it's-
probably still close it anyway.
And I
So what
always
do you ask?
I always ask because if I
Yeah, like-
sometimes I forget stuff. So if I walk in and we start talking, I do you want me to close this because I don't remember, you know. And, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you forget a lot. That's pretty standard.
What's your name again?
But as far as the toilet paper debate, I remember I saw a picture, I think, of the patent for it, and it showed over.
Yeah,
Well, if it shows over, then that's where we're going by.
that's what it should be.
You know.
It should be against the law to do it under, just like tearing tags off mattresses.
Oh.
That's right.
Okay, so man, what's your opinion on the underwear debate? If you go to piss, do you go over the fence or do you go through the gate? Do you actually use the pee hole? Or do you just
No,
go
I
over
just
it?
flop
The
over
only time
it.
I used the pee hole is when I got
Coveralls on.
coveralls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if I was to ever do that, but
So,
I
but we-
try
we
not
had
to
some-
ever have to put coveralls on. So.
I try not to either, but
The reason they designed them like that is because back in the old days, everybody always used to wear bib overalls.
Right.
That's the whole reason that
Right.
that design
Or like
was like
union
that.
suits.
Stuck. Don't you agree with that? You agree with that? Probably.
Oh,
the
yeah,
union
probably.
suit thing though, like the whole onesie.
Flap in the
Do you wear a
back.
union suit?
I can't afford a union suit. A non-union suit, I might be able to purchase.
I have a union card, and that's
Yeah.
as far as I can-
I'm working on one of those if I don't
Yeah?
get fired. But that's another story. We'll talk about that.
That's
later.
another-
That's on the next.
That's on the next broadcast.
Yeah, next
Yeah.
episode.
We'll know if he's fired by then.
We're gonna need a lot of sponsors.
Yes.
If he is,
So, how does that not pass interference?
Pass interference.
Anyway, how in the world did that guy get away with that? He got away with
You
rape.
see that
Yeah,
Cody's
look at him.
reaction?
He's
He's like
raging.
raging out. He's ready to go fight somebody.
I mean,
Oh, that's total pass interference. I know that.
He got hammered.
I can read.
Somebody fart. I smell like this is like the first fart at the podcast.
Was there a fart?
I don't know. I feel like
I didn't hear one.
Did
didn't
it
hear
go
one.
fart?
Look at Sean's
I don't
name.
smell
Sean
anything.
Payne is pissed. His blood pressure is high. Or he's high. Maybe both.
No, he's pissed.
Look at that. Did you see the reporter in the background? The blonde-headed chick? She was like this. What the fuck just happened?
So we're
gonna be fake.
we're getting ready. What do you got? Is he gonna make it?
No, he did.
Right down the middle.
Hey, nobody's missed this week. I don't know. You guys watched football last week. It was a fucking disaster zone.
What, everybody was like missing?
Everybody.
Oh man.
Yeah, right
How
there.
did that not get called?
I don't know, and he was looking at it too. Look at the ref in the back. Hey,
He got hammered, man.
Well, that guy probably missed it right there.
God.
There's got to be somebody. Look,
There
there's
is,
this
yeah, he
guy
was right there.
There's a guy right there. How did he miss that?
how
That's
did he miss
awful.
that?
Where's
Wow.
he at? Oh, there you see his hat right at the bottom.
Look at
Yeah, he's. Oh.
he just got raped on the field. And he's like,
Like,
put it in my butt.
Like
And he
that.
put it in my butt, and I didn't even know it.
That guy's hell yeah! I didn't touch him.
He's like, yeah, G for life, bitches.
Not
Yeah,
gang,
gang, gang,
Oh, he's
ho.
showing that gold.
That's exactly what he did. He just said gang, gang.
Oh, I don't know what that means.
I don't. It's something the kids say nowadays.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
it's funny. Did you see that press conference? I forget what player it was, but the guy was trying to ask him questions, and he goes, I just want to ask you a couple of things. He goes, I ain't saying shit to you, because you ain't about shit. You talk shit about me on Twitter, fuck you. And the guy's like, well, you know, the people want to know. He goes, I don't give a fuck. I'm not talking to you. I don't fuck with you like that. Gang, gang, motherfucker. And the guy was like, excuse me. And, you know, like, the
I've
guy
never
just
heard
didn't
that.
understand. He goes, well, I'm going to ask some of the other people on your team here. And he goes, they gang, gang too. Whatever. Fuck you, man. And, like, they're asking these guys, and none of them
None of
said
them
anything.
talked.
They just took a drink and just kept looking forward. I thought, wow.
Well, a lot of reporters out there nowadays are douche nuggets.
Well, they antagonize people.
Yeah,
They,
well,
They do.
I mean,
They ask the dumb questions.
or you remember, who was the guy? Was it Jim Rome? Used to have that show. He was always antagonizing people.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
Chris
Well,
Everett.
Yeah,
Yeah, Chris Everett. It's,
You say it one more time, I'm gonna fucking punch you.
Chris Everett. Okay, Chris Everett.
All right, bye.
20?
And then Rome
She say
just turned
20?
into a real.
I know, I'm just playing with you.
We're negotiating.
He probably doesn't have any
baby
Send her
steps.
in.
What are we negotiating? Baby city money?
She thinks they've earned their $20
I'd say,
by now.
I'd say you probably have.
Josh was like, send her in.
Hell, I gained $20.
She's still gone.
Dude, she will not
Hey, you're
stop.
gonna sleep good tonight, aren't you?
That's all.
But yeah, it's like journalism has kind of taken a turn from being sort of hard-hitting questions and more inquisitive, introspective stuff to now just like, I want to try to antagonize the shit out of this guy,
Right.
so he says something really crazy. I
Right.
mean,
Right.
I think that they want him to pop off or say something that like either endangers their like hurts their career. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Turn around,
Like,
sell that.
Yeah.
well,
Another
that's
news
I mean because they
station.
have nothing else better
Yeah.
to do, which
Creating news
we create news,
instead of reporting. it.
reporting it right, and
Yeah.
we like to report news.
Yes,
Wow, nice kid.
we are.
We are reporting
Damn,
news.
get it.
We are reporting this game that you guys have already.
They
By the
scored
time
it,
you've
so-
heard this, you've already know the outcome. But right now, this is pretty intense. It's
Really, 23-20. That's a great
23-20
game.
with a minute 20 to go.
do you guys ever watch like on YouTube videos of people having meltdowns and flipping out? Like,
No, but my son does. I think.
there's a compilation, and I suggest you go on YouTube and just type in Mike Tyson meltdowns because
Oh my
he's
God.
done so many interviews over the years.
He has come apart.
Yeah, and sometimes he just kind of lays into these guys, and they act like they're surprised by this.
Yeah.
No, as much as he's been in the public eye since what, like the late '80s.
Yeah.
And he's always just been real.
Yeah.
God, I think his dog. Yeah, this dog's over here blasting ass.
Is he?
Jesus,
Is
Jones.
he dropping Jesus
It's
Jones?
on my right. It's like,
Is that the
oh,
name of a rock group?
like I turned my it was Jesus
right.
I
Jones.
knew
the
I
British.
smelled something. I can't
No,
believe
I turned my
no
head
one
over the
else-
right, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Like
No, fucking Bones.
Bonesy,
Bonesy,
man.
come here.
Hey, Bonesy is.
Bonesy had some
He's out.
tacos.
He's alright.
Bonesy
He
might
must
have got a
have
hold
some-
of some cheese or something.
He might have had some green chiles or something.
Same
and
way if you ever
got
see
them
anybody
guts
interview
churning.
Bob Knight.
Bob
that's
Knight,
that's
yeah.
another one. I mean,
Yeah.
Bobby Knight's if you interview him, you're gonna get cussed out.
Yeah, he's volatile.
Yeah.
He's just.
There's just certain people that are
Mike
interviews.
Tyson's fucking hilarious though.
He absolutely is. I mean, there was one where this guy was just. He goes, well, you know, that fight, this, and this, Mike. And he was like, the guy's an asshole. I hate his guts. And he's like, well, Mike, you know, you don't need to use that kind of language on TV. If you don't like what the fuck I say, turn the channel.
Yeah, what does that mean? Like turn the channel?
Yeah, like he's just
Like we should turn the channel.
like, we should turn the channel. Like the guy on the thing. And he was just like, he goes, yeah, you're a real class act, Mike. He goes, yeah, fuck off. You know, like he just would. He didn't
He didn't
care.
give a shit.
And then there was one, he was on some talk show, and the host immediately starts talking about it. He goes, well, you remember back in like 1991 that
Robin Givens.
you raped a lady in Indianapolis, Indiana. And he was like, you rat fuck. And like the guy was like, excuse me? He was like, you piece of shit, I hate your guts. And like this dude's like still trying to talk to Mike. Mike finally was like, I'm just gonna leave your fucking piece of shit show. You know? And the guy was keep saying stuff. He's like, what you gonna do? You gonna do something? The guy just sat there like, nope.
Would you do anything? Like I wouldn't touch. I wouldn't even. No, you don't piss that guy off. He's
Yeah, that's not
unstable.
one you do. But I've been in a couple positions to where I've
Piss some people off.
pissing people off. I got a
No.
story about my brother and I got tickets on the floor for a Pacers and Jazz game, and Karl Malone was playing for the Jazz, and we were drunk, we were messed up, and we were down on the floor right by the Jazz bench, and we started jawing with him and
Karl Malone?
and Olden Polynese. And,
The mailman.
yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, me and my brother and Olden Polynese is kind of going back and forth, but Karl Malone's getting mad at me. Like, mad.
What'd you say to set him off?
I just
Small
kept going.
white guy in the crowd.
Kept saying
8-foot
something.
black guy playing professional basketball.
Yeah.
Like millionaire.
Yeah, so I'm just like,
Worried about Jimmy Shaw.
saying something about, he said something, I was like, yeah, something about where's all your championship rings and something like that.
Oh, Jesus.
And then I started talking about wrestling.
Yeah, he was in WCW for a minute.
Yeah. And I just kept on and on and on, and then he'd be out on the court, and then I said something to Olden Polynese, and he thought I was talking to him. He was so mad he was hollering at me from the court. I wasn't sitting back down there. And when he comes down off the bench, he'd like telling the cop back there, like, yeah, and that cop was just like, he's just over there smiling, like, no, they're just, whatever. He was going back and forth with me.
Well, you're allowed to heckle at games. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Heckle.
So,
If Spike Lee can do it, anybody can do it.
You took it to the next level, but
we was going back
Heckling
Does
and
he
is
make
part
this?
of-
Does he make
No.
this?
Olden
No,
Polynese
he's
was a
too
big
big
guy
for it.
too. He was
Yeah.
a monster.
$10 says he doesn't make this one.
Oh, they iced
I'm
him.
out. I'm out.
Oh, look, a little fake action. Oh, somebody about got killed.
He ain't gonna make it.
So he was mad, and we held, my brother and I, we held Karl Malone to 16 points that night. And a Pacers victory, man.
Yes.
So we did our part. We were the sixth man, and we were
They
never
iced
even
the
acknowledged.
fucking mailman.
hilarious.
Oh my god.
That's awesome. That's a
That would
great
be
story.
hilarious.
Then we got down there again for Lakers game,
Oh,
and I tried to, talk to Shaq a little bit, but he just smiled at me and was like, winked.
he's
Yeah.
huge.
And then, and that's the
Used
thing.
to it.
When they came out, the Lakers would come out on our end. So I made sure when they were walking, I just wanted to go down there just to size myself up with him. So I was like, me to you, away from that's like 4 feet, you guys, away from Shaq, just so I could see.
Yeah.
He's
how-
fucking
how
gigantic.
He is.
I saw him when he played for the Magic when he first started. I saw a Pacers game. This
He ain't gonna make
he's
it.
gonna make it.
No way.
He's not gonna make it.
It's
Oh, he made it!
Shit, he made it!
I thought it was going out.
I
That's
did
why he
too.
did
It's
it.
curved.
Oh wow.
Wow, he just got a pay raise. So
Wow.
15
wow.
seconds.
A lot of
So I saw
pressure.
him on the floor. The Magic. I saw him when he played for the Magic, but he
Yeah.
was like 310 pounds then.
Yeah.
That's when he came right out of LSU.
How tall is he?
He's like over 7 foot, isn't he?
7'1", something like that. He's huge.
No, I think if you really want to piss Shaq off, you got to be like you're a shitty rapper or something.
Yeah.
I hate your insurance commercial.
And I hate your
I
movie.
hate the general.
Tell me how my ass
Still with a
tastes.
fucking steaming turd of cinema. How about that? Like Shaq Fu was a garbage game. I beat on Sega Genesis in an hour, you fucker.
Wow.
I got blocked on social media by a
No way.
couple different professional athletes. Pat McAfee.
He's a comedian now, isn't he?
Yeah, I guess he's a comedian.
7'1", size 22 shoe.
But when he jumped in the canal there in Broad Ripple and stuff, all I did was tweet, "That's okay, Pat McAfee. We've all got wet in something and been embarrassed about it later." He blocked me, and I'm still blocked. I understand.
No harm, no foul. Really, I mean, he was just doing
It was just fun. It was
little
Was
comedy.
he doing some kind of challenge or something?
No, he
he
was
was-
fucking
he was
hammered, drunk.
hammered.
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh,
Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know.
After a concert or something one night, he
Okay,
was
I
down
didn't
at
know.
a party.
So that's why he blocked you.
No, he was down. He was just fresh into the NFL.
Okay.
Oh,
he got drunk and
man.
then
He
something.
got drunk. He
But
was like a rookie.
that move made him a rock
Or whatever it
star,
was.
basically.
Yeah.
By doing
That move, yeah, because then he went to jail, and he's a great storyteller. He's a really good storyteller.
Are we still in the air?
Yeah, we're still in there.
I didn't think we were named.
No, we can't.
He's a celebrity, though.
We can't really
Celebrity.
put him out,
Okay.
but he would appreciate that.
And then Chad Johnson, Chad Ocho Cinco, blocked me too.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Why would
Jared,
you?
maybe we need to talk about the Indiana song.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna put a
song?
pause. Yes, we are going to. We're gonna come back here in just a few minutes. We're gonna talk about the Ocho Cinco story that Jimmy's got. I've got one about Jerry Goebel. If anybody knows that motherfucker.
Oh shit.
It's not really big. And then we're gonna talk about Larry Bird.
Oh.
So back on the podcast here in a few minutes. From my hand to yours. So, we're back. Back again, and we weren't on.
Tell the Gap Rider story, Kelly.
Yeah,
You don't have to say names.
you don't have to say names,
Gap
but
Rider story.
the Gap Rider guy is gonna know what we're talking about. But anyway,
Does he
We'll
listen
probably fap to it
podcasts?
then.
yeah, I don't know. He probably has no technology.
He may hear about it and use that to get laid. You
He
never
may.
know.
That's
You never
right,
know.
he
They
might
could
be
put
the-
him on. Right.
He could
That'd be
be.
the pickup line.
Right.
Yes.
We don't even have to say where
What
he
would you
works.
use?
You
No.
know? We can just say
You
that.
don't have to though.
Waste
You don't
of
have to.
Kokomo.
What, the Gap
You're
Rider?
infamous anyway, so no,
Can't
everybody
tell the
knows
story
you.
anymore.
It's not like you have to use that.
No, I wouldn't have to tell somebody I'm a Gap Rider. I mean, I'm not a Gap Rider.
No, if you're, I mean,
If I needed some quirky nickname, I don't know, it wouldn't be that. I mean, I have one.
Okay,
that's
so
improper
this is my
about it.
standard question for all black gentlemen, African American, I should say. Do you eat vagina?
Yeah.
See,
Why would- no, that's a
Henry
stereotype.
does.
no, it is not a
Stereotype.
stereotype. No, it is not.
That's racist. We're
No,
gonna
it
go
is.
down.
This is stereotype.
That's
We're gonna be
fucking-
shut
okay.
The
down.
only black man I've ever heard say that was Henry.
Henry is the only motherfucker
I've heard
I ever
other
heard
ones,
him
but there's
say.
white guys that don't do it either.
I will.
Why? So you, like,
I'll eat a vagina in a fucking heartbeat.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I'll beatbox on it. Who gives
Yes,
a
right.
shit?
like a bowl of ice cream.
There you go. No, you know what? It's one of those things. It always kind of
That
bothers
sucker
me.
dry.
Like if I go out to eat somewhere, like there's a stereotype that black people don't tip. I'm like, that's bullshit.
That they don't tip.
Yeah, you ever heard that?
I've heard
I
that.
think I have.
I've,
heard
I've
that.
had friends who are
heard
servers. And they're like,
Yeah.
you know, like, oh, black people don't tip. It's like, no, you got to worry about the old people. Them fuckers will put down
Yeah.
like 48 cents.
It's
Yeah.
old people. Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's even like a race thing. I think
Well,
honestly, it's just like the older
No.
I'm
crowd.
gonna
It
tell you
isn't.
that there was a comedian that didn't tip her group. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh well, yeah. When we were down at the Cellar one night, and I'm not
Are
going to
you,
mention
are
any
you talking
names.
about that big night with the
Yeah,
all the?
possibly.
Oh,
It wasn't a couple weeks ago. It was the earlier one.
wait a minute! All those people came in. And
You
nobody
guys
said-
remember when we had the
With her-
cripple threat? We had the cripple threat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The chick with the
Bad. Yeah.
drop on and all that, or
No.
that's
Not
not
the
that,
night. Yeah.
that's a different
Bigger
show.
one.
The night that
That's
we
when
had,
the all women.
Was he there for the cripple threat?
Oh, okay, no.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
remember? Yeah. So there was a
Wendy's been to, I
She
think,
was the
all of
headliner, I
them.
thought.
cripple threat was.
That wasn't at the
headliner.
cripple threat.
No, Ryan was
Wrestle
not
Threat was
headliner.
Ryan.
Oh yeah.
Ryan, I think was
Nee
that
Miller.
night. Yeah.
Nah,
you're
no,
right.
that's the
Or
one. I
Nye
was
Miller, or
talking
however you pronounce
Nee
it.
Miller. No, that
Nee
dude's
Miller.
fucking
Right.
funny.
Right.
Country Palace just booked him.
Well,
So they're starting to do.
I want to pause it because I want to fucking name drop, but we're not going to talk about the stupid country palace.
That's why we just stopped talking about it. There's
No,
going
thank
on
you,
somewhere.
yeah.
I like how they're
I got
all doing
6
what
tour
you're
buses
doing at
and
your
on a bar.
Kelly.
I'm cool. Sorry.
God, it's like when
I don't like that guy.
you know, since I've been doing the karaoke thing, I've had people try to get me to go work somewhere else. I'm like, I don't know. It's like nobody ever wants to quote me numbers or like, what kind of quote you got? I'm like, I don't know anything.
But you probably got your little following and everything where you're at though too, right?
Yeah, I mean,
People know that you're there.
DJ Lenny Pigg.
We're gonna have to take a Sunday and go to the cozy and
Well, fuck.
yeah, why not?
Why not tonight? Well,
Be good
there's
for a laugh or two.
Can I sing? Is there a lot of lesbians come over there?
Not a lot.
On the other
A
side,
few.
or is it the other?
The other side, because a lot of them are like the Gap Rider.
Oh, I can't get up my back.
I mean, like he pissed off a lot of them.
Did he really? Because that was like
He
a
borrowed a
popular.
couple
Wasn't
of
that?
them.
Wasn't that like a
Yeah.
popular place?
she's gonna try to get him up.
Melissa, speaking of,
Wow.
look at that. Yes, ma'am.
Can you come with me real quick?
Give me a minute, and as soon as we, yeah. And
What do you need, Lily?
What do you need, baby?
She wants to show somebody something.
You wanna show me something?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. That was our little guest.
Are you getting ready to leave or something?
She was not trapped in a cage.
10 minutes.
I promise.
Holy smokes, look at Melissa Etheridge.
Wow, she's gained some weight.
Wow.
Come to
I
my
gave him
window.
I'm singing into my hand like this. And why do they do that? Why do they hold it up
I don't
there?
know. Well, because it's kind of windy and really cold out.
Yeah.
Oh, so they don't want her voice to blow
Who
away?
is it?
Melissa Etheridge.
Oh, really?
Yeah, wait, she doesn't look like she.
Oh, she can't hear. I bet the
Yeah, it's probably echoing
The
real bad.
echo's probably horrible, and she
Well, I
might
know
not have
like
ears.
but she had her hand like this, not like this.
Well, she was
earlier.
probably doing that to hear from her other ear.
Or the wind's blowing.
Yeah,
It's gotta be
Look
the
at it.
wind.
Look
Where are
at
they at?
Kansas City, of course.
Woo doggy.
Oh man, you are.
Hi, my name's
dumb.
Gronkowski.
He's just like too
It
dumb
doesn't
to be
matter. It's
cold.
cold either place.
Does be cold, right?
Right.
She's like, look at my pants.
Man.
They look good.
Got the joggers on, don't you?
Wow, she's fucking killing it.
It is cold.
Or
as
I
shit
think
there.
she's
Look at
killing
the-
it.
Look at the soldiers
Yeah.
right there. They're freezing to death.
Yeah, I think she's killing it, but we're not quite sure because we can't really
Yeah, we got it muted
hear
right
it.
now.
Right? Yeah,
I would assume.
She's killing it.
she is. She's good.
I'm not saying I like her, but she's good.
Yeah.
She's gotten bigger.
More.
Everybody's like, can
Why, please leave
Did
my
she
hat
have
on?
David Crosby's kid?
David Crosby donated sperm to the.
But that's a good combination, though. If you're going to
Yeah.
get any sperm,
Oh, God, yeah.
why
Why
not
wouldn't
get it
you?
from David Crosby?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That kid's
Great hair.
probably
Great
came out
hair.
with a guitar.
Hey, he's got the greatest hair.
He probably will come out with a
by your
guitar.
ankles. I hope you don't care.
don't care.
I'm like, here, put your hands on the floor. It's like, no, and I'm like, dude, I took gymnastics.
Do it,
Keep your
dude.
hands back, and I'm like,
I'm
hold her by her
certified.
ankles. I'm like, you all right?
I got a participation award for being a jumpster.
I was a gymnastic.
Kokomo Flipsters.
No, you know what? Here's what happens.
Not
If you
a
do anything
sponsor.
at a bar,
Yeah.
if you do some kind of event, you could. If you had like crocheting night at the Cellar, for example.
So, wine and canvas.
I did that
Yeah.
before, and
She did do it.
Yeah.
and it was okay, but it was kind of a last minute, and I
and it
want to
was-
do it again. I want to do a women's night
Ladies' night.
Ladies'
where we can
night.
have you and Matt.
Yeah,
behind
Matt
the bar
Howard, and then we
do-
have Jimmy, and we have maybe some comedy, and then like a musician. Or mute.
do the wine and canvas in the banquet room.
That's a lot.
But if it's something that's like
Have a
gains
fart
any kind of
contest?
following,
Fart
people are gonna
contest.
start doing it.
For
So
women.
the clubs are gonna be like,
Queef-
well, we're gonna do a crocheting night too now. Like,
It's
Quick
amazing.
contest for the
Seems
ladies.
Like everything Kelly
Yes,
does,
I have the
some other
microphone.
bar.
The
like,
That's
pussy
what,
fart
that's what
contest?
seems like it goes
Do they have,
on
like,
downtown.
a
But
microphone
Cozy was doing
condom?
karaoke,
Is it-
you know.
yeah. I mean, or
Is
think
that
of like this, you
offensive,
remember
though?
when the
Like,
district was around and they put that fencing out in front of they got a nice little patio area. After they did that, Cooks did the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then when there's some other place that did that, I can't remember.
Well, I will tell you what, when I worked at Sycamore Grill years ago, Sandy fought for years to have a patio put on that sidewalk, and she was the first one ever downtown to have a patio. And
Fight
then,
for a right
of course, they closed,
party.
and then
On the outside.
That big that
downtown.
wrought iron fencing. Remember
God
that?
damn, that place was awesome.
I'm looking forward to the block parties we're going to have this summer.
Yeah.
Nobody does them anymore.
No.
They
don't.
do brews on Buckeye. They do shit in the alley. They do
Yeah.
stuff on Buckeye, you know, in front of
Should I
Faye and
edit
stuff.
this
But
out,
this is
too?
like
No.
actually downtown.
It's a waste
on the
of Kokomo,
square.
man. That's
This
what
is the
we're
waste of
doing.
Kokomo, but
We're wasting
I don't like. I'm not sure I like the. There's things I don't like, and I'm not going to talk about it. But
yeah, we'll have to bring it up again.
Yeah,
It
we
was
don't
done.
have to.
They just
Done.
reference to it, what they're gonna do to
thank you, Jimmy. Thank you.
to do something different, do their thing.
Oh, I just want to. I want to.
There's got to.
We've been talking about it forever, and then you know.
That didn't have to be the only thing in town. I mean,
No, but we had a really successful New Year's down at the Cellar.
Yeah.
Really successful New Year's.
next year we'll actually be the roaring 2020s.
20s.
Yeah.
So like we will. Somebody made a joke about that the other day, and I don't remember who it was. It might have
Wendy
been you.
Wilson was saying something about it. You needed to have that party in the 2020, not this year. And I'm like, well, it's too late.
Someone
I didn't
said,
think about it.
It doesn't matter because that's what the era is.
The
kinda,
whole atmosphere of the
Yeah.
bar.
Right, you got it set up for the the era is prohibition, and that's why the open mic comedy is the blind tiger, which is actually like a speakeasy term.
I like that.
So
Yep.
so I put some thought into
Are you really? Can I ask you a question, Josh?
Go ahead, bud.
If I hear you say
Yes.
go one more
Yes. The answer to that
time,
question is
you
yes.
are outside of this.
Yes.
You're gonna have to get kicked
My
out.
truck's warming up right now.
I knew it was. I knew it was.
go.
Because we're watching the Kansas City Chiefs Patriots game here, and
He just got his pom poms on.
99.9% I think of the crowd here,
The
which
Chiefs.
is a Chief fan.
I believe
because,
the Chiefs. I believe the Chiefs will win.
Because my homes.
I believe the Chiefs will win. They got a better team. They do.
Wow, he went on record to say that because
Yeah.
we've been talking about this.
No. I root for Tom Brady because he's old and he's still out there doing it.
Dude, he's
You know what I
killing
mean?
it. No,
How
I
old
mean,
is he?
I'm killing it. He's
41.
41.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You know what I mean?
Look, he could. Man, he
You know, it
just,
makes
he
me
could be in a
believe.
wheelchair,
That makes me
like-
believe at 44. No, never mind.
I think
We're gonna be out there killing it.
I think I could. I was just never
See,
given a
I'm-
chance.
Or maybe I'll pull a Brian Bosworth and start doing movies or something.
Holy shit, he should.
Why not?
Just gonna do underwear
Shit.
commercials.
Or John Cena.
Yeah.
Another in totally different eras, but Bosworth killed it. Really.
You remember Stone Cold? That movie?
Steve Austin? Oh no!
No, the movie, the Brian Bosworth. He had that mullet
did have a
and
mullet.
those sunglasses.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was sick. Look at Gronkowski.
Bullets per capita.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
We're
the
talking
second.
about
Yeah,
this,
bullets
right?
per capita. Hell yeah.
That was mullet
How many more-
era.
How many mullets per capita do we have here in Kokomo?
God, statistically speaking,
I'm gonna tell you something. Kokomo's are very unique, very, very unique.
Very
As an
eclectic.
outsider, very unique place to live. It really is. I'm
Yeah.
not saying it's bad, but everybody in this town I've noticed knows everybody's connected somehow.
You're right.
It's amazing.
Are they related or they
Fucked each
slept
other.
with each
Yeah,
other?
you know.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Or they heard of somebody they slept with.
Right.
Right?
It's really cold there in Kansas City tonight, huh?
It is. Either that or they're all smoking.
Maybe
They're all vaping
they're
out
all
on the
vaping.
field.
Look at
I
Bones.
remember
Bones isn't vaping.
No.
I remember when we could, he's
Hey, Lily?
vaporizing.
He's vaporizing right out of his ass.
Did you want to
Dropping
spend the night with
SBDs
Arian?
over there.
Oh, that would be great.
That'd be great, and you could stay all
Look,
day.
try to push her out. Look at her. She's getting her hat on. I know.
Gronkowski, that's 3 receptions in the last 2 games. 2 tonight and 1 the other game. Like everybody thought he was gone. Like they were going to trade him or something.
Since we're
Still will.
looking at like sports related stuff, do you have a favorite sports movie?
My favorite sports movie. Well, I want to go back to like probably Rudy. I really enjoy Rudy. Who doesn't like Daniel Rudiger?
That's a good one.
It's a Notre Dame. It's a underdog story.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody likes that one. But Mighty Ducks maybe.
She's ready when you are.
I
Okay.
mean, it's a great fucking show.
I like Blindside.
Blindside, but you know what?
I
Michael
just
Orr.
watched it. I watched
Michael
it twice
Orr-
yesterday. I love that.
Michael
movie.
Orr completely
That's
fucking
a
hates
great
that movie.
story.
Michael Orr, which is what the movie's about,
Right.
completely hates that fucking movie.
Was it was a
Really?
deviation from the
No, I
story, or-
just think that they portrayed him as so it was kind of
He don't have enough street cred because of that.
no, and he was a hell of a ball player. He's won a fucking Super Bowl, but his parents were Sandra Bullock and the other white guy.
Yeah.
And,
Oh,
like,
right.
you remember that?
Yes.
So it was kind of
It
like
was a good movie though.
oh, it was a great movie. What's your like Field of Dreams or
I'm gonna throw out. Can I throw out something real quick?
Go for it.
How about Robert Redford, The Natural? Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, is that when the
Wow.
lightning strikes the
Yes.
tree and he makes a fucking
Yes.
bat out of it? Yeah. That's a good one.
That's
Are you a sports
classic.
guy?
Yeah. God, my
You're blowing
ex is
up.
calling me right here.
Do you want me to pause?
Oh,
Hey, insert your commercial here.
He took his glasses off.
8 a.m. it'll be negative 14.
What's
Oh,
the
we're
wind chill,
back?
though? Wind chill be.
Back, had an emergency phone
Had a
call.
little, yeah. Wow.
Ain't that some shit?
I hate emergency phone calls.
You know, that ain't
I want
right.
emergency.
11
I'll
a.m.
be
before
asleep
2
until
degrees.
11 or 12.
A little bit of adulting.
Yeah, I had to do
And then I'll lay around all
parenting.
day.
Parenting.
Yeah,
Let's
so,
talk about that. But we were talking about. Lenny had brought up.
sports
Do you prefer
movies.
Leonard or Lenny?
Lenny works.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like Leonard, but that's just me. Anyway, what do I know? But we're talking about sports movies, and I really threw out Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
Emilio Estevez. The Flying V. Anybody? Okay, anyway. So, but then somebody said The Natural, which was a great movie. Great movie, and I said Rudy.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you guys got? Do you guys,
I don't have one.
ladies, are you sports fans?
Yes, but I'm not sports movies.
I told you mine.
I really like Rocky. Oh, hey.
Rocky.
Talladega Nights.
That's
Hoosiers.
sports.
Hoosiers.
Talladega's, that's
Blue
sports.
Chips.
The original Bad News Bears.
Oh, with
Yeah.
Walter Matthau.
Yeah, that's a good
Great one.
Jackie Earl Haley in his
Yeah,
heyday.
that was good.
Caddyshack.
got a charger, but
Caddyshack was a good sports
Slapstick. I love slapstick.
I do
if
too,
you
like
haven't seen that.
Airplane.
The Last Boy Scout. You remember that?
Yes.
Yeah,
Bruce
yeah.
Willis, Damon
Yeah.
Wayans.
Yeah.
Beginning of the movie, it's like you have the football game going, and the one guy's like ramped up on drugs. and
Right,
shit.
right.
Billy Blanks was playing at the beginning.
Was it really?
And he's out there running with the football.
The
and he
Billy
just
Blanks?
Yes,
Like
like
the
Tybo Billy
Tybo?
Blanks. And he's like shooting people on the field. And then after he makes a
Oh
touchdown,
my
he kneels
God.
down, puts a gun to his head, and says, "Ain't life a bitch?" And blow, just blows his brains out. That's like the first, 10 minutes of the movie.
I think it's opening scene, ain't it?
Yeah, it's like
And,
early on in the film, like, and that sets
Then-
the tone,
Then it
really.
went downhill from there.
I thought it was a funny, it was like
No,
an action.
It was okay.
And then, of course, Damon Wayans being like a disgraced
We'll see
football
if
player
this
and all that, you know.
Yeah. What about Jerry Maguire?
This might not be
Yeah.
Show me the money, huh?
Show me that.
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
Yeah, I remember the
Cuba?
movie. It wasn't ever like a
I really enjoyed Cool Runnings.
cool
About the Jamaican bots.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Where did that come from?
I know.
I think he's like in the Disney sports type movies.
Yes.
It's like
Yeah,
Mighty
you're right,
Ducks, that was
you're
Disney, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but fucking Cool Runnings. Come on.
The Longest Yard.
Longest Yard. that was
The
a good
original or the remake?
I like the original better.
Burt Reynolds, wasn't it?
There wasn't
Yeah.
one. Burt
anything,
Reynolds was in the remake
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
So it doesn't.
there wasn't anything wrong with the remake. I just liked the original
first one
better.
was
You
good.
know.
A lot of people did, and the Patriots just went up 7-0.
He scored.
It was a really
Josh saw the
funny-
score.
He said they scored.
Look at those oversized coats. You ever
Any
notice how
Given
big
Sunday, I
those-
thought was a good movie.
That was a good movie.
Oliver Stone
Yeah.
had a really amazing cast.
Everybody was in that, weren't they?
Cameron Diaz, Al Pacino, Jamie Foxx, Dennis Quaid,
This guy's like a fucking.
Jim Brown was in it. It was just like
Yeah.
there was just
Yeah.
I mean, you had all
Here we
kinds
go.
of,
We get
like-
to see Mahomes,
That's my home.
It is.
That's my
young,
home.
the young star of the year.
He's a new up and coming.
Well, they've already outscored their opponents 49-0 in the first quarter of previous 4 games, and they're already in the hole on that. So
That's okay. Well, we're
They
all
did
right.
an interview with him before the Colts game last weekend, and there's a tattoo artist in St. Louis that has tattooed over 250
Mahomes.
Mahone portraits on
Really?
people. Over
Wow.
250.
That guy's
Could you imagine your face being on 250 people?
man. That's
That's
kinda weird,
insane.
So would you like get autographed
I hope
and then
he's a
have
good artist.
have that autograph?
They just did different portraits of him and stuff, and that's how I learned out he was a shortstop and his baseball career and all
His
that.
dad was a
Yeah.
professional. He played for the Mets
Yeah.
for several years. Big, tall.
Like I always
Yeah.
knew about him, but I didn't know his background. And
number
they did
39 didn't give him any help at all.
Who?
The guy that was running the.
No.
He's their Peyton Manning. Like he's.
He is
All
he
the
actually,
St. Louis
he's
people
the
are
best
all
thing that's
about him.
happened to them since.
That's what they said. They
Joe
interviewed
Montana,
so many
probably.
people, and they're like, "He's the best thing that's happened to our team."
I remember all the St. Louis people at Chrysler were fucking huge Rams fans when they were
I've
making their
never been
run.
a Rams fan.
But if you went back to it, the Cardinals were still there when most of the first bunch came.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So that's the first group
Cardinals
is what I'm
were-
talking about.
Cardinals are good.
The Arizona Cardinals, but
What about
Talking
so
about-
they had the Rams, St. Louis Rams had like they took what's his name from Indianapolis, Marshall Falk. They had Eric Dickerson, but he was LA Ram. But yeah, I mean this is all the same team because they just went back and forth between cities. But this is a great matchup. This should be a pretty entertaining game, I think. Last one was really good, and I didn't think. Damn it! See, I should shut my fucking mouth.
it's a back hall,
It's a great get
Mahomes.
crash. Never mind.
That's all right. Hey, it's just early. We just let him get the jitters out. It'll be all right.
Tom Brady will run him in the ground. No mercy from them
No,
guys.
he doesn't. He has no mercy, and
Well,
everybody
it's
knows that.
right there.
Belichick doesn't. That's it right there. That's what
He's-
kills it right there every single time.
So, sports movies. We got
Sports movies.
Bring
Well,
up on that.
So what was your go-to is what? What the fuck just happened? Somebody's shoe just fell off on the
Oh, I
field.
see,
Did you
guys.
see it?
I guess.
Yeah.
How you guys
Here we
doing?
go.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Did you see that?
Yeah. Oh, there's a
That's
flag on the
interference.
play.
Yep.
You said you see that?
Why did he throw it? He threw it because he knows
Right. He, didn't,
his
he was down a shoe.
holding offense, defense.
Do you hear the chickens? You're creaking.
So anyway, back
putting all
to
that
sports
stuff on the
movies
floor
since we were
behind.
talking about sports. You named a lot of really good ones. Like, I don't know, are there any modern ones that they've come out with lately that we should maybe?
You said Talladega Nights.
Man, it was a great movie. It was about NASCAR.
Sports. NASCAR's a sport, isn't it?
Well,
The guy driving is not an athlete.
Jim Rome?
that's exactly what I feel like. Like,
My jacket.
okay, so Lenny, you get into a fucking car and ride 500 fucking miles in that bitch at 200 miles an hour.
Take that in the garage.
Oh,
You're gonna think it's a fucking
I'll
sport.
come out with you, but I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. I'm high.
You're gonna sweat.
It's about truck drivers. So truck
He
drivers
does-
are athletes then.
I had that.
Well, he does. He drives
Yeah.
the
I was gonna get. I
other
knew I was gonna
thing,
get
and
you
you've
guys
got to
that.
hear someone chirping in your ear the whole goddamn time. So
What do you drive?
Dude, I drive the trolley.
Do you really? You make like $15 an hour. Do they make more than that, don't they?
Yeah.
They make pretty good money.
Yeah.
He drives a fucking trolley. I didn't know that.
But I wouldn't be called. I wouldn't consider myself an athlete.
Right, but you're not
Listen,
racing.
Dick, you're not going 200 fucking miles an hour.
No.
You're not going 200 miles an hour when it's fucking hot out.
I don't know. I just didn't.
You got air conditioning.
If you said
And
name
heat.
sports movies, I would not consider Talladega Nights
Oh yeah.
because I just don't consider NASCAR.
That would be like what's that one show with? There was Field of Dreams. Does that anybody?
Yeah, that was a
remember?
baseball movie.
Yeah.
Kevin Spacey, not Kevin Spacey. Kevin
Costner.
Kevin
Costner. Yeah.
Do you have a problem with racing?
No, I don't have a problem with racing. I just didn't think of it as being a sports film.
Of course.
Oh, what about okay?
I guess
Fucking
it'd be
Kingpin.
better.
Kingpin.
That's a sports movie. Yeah.
It is a sports movie, just like racing is too, though.
So is this.
So is Seabass.
So now porn is considered sports. So
Wow,
are those
they're
athletes or
fucking
sex athletes?
Sex athletes.
Is that going to be the thing now? Like porn actors, we call them athletes.
They are.
They have the Houston 500.
Yeah.
That's a feat of stamina right there. Take on 500 dudes.
One chick. 500
Yeah,
guys.
one woman, 5 versus 500 men. I'm just like, holy crap.
Do they all get to get off though? Like,
I would assume. I mean, I think they just kind of go one after the other, which
man.
I
Well,
Do they like rinse her out, like
I would
stick a
hope.
hose in
Give
there?
her a break or anything?
Give her a
would
break.
think. I mean,
Did she get a water break?
so I imagine at some point it's like they'd have to have her
Somebody
around
needs
in a
to Google
wheelchair
the
or
Houston
something.
We're gonna have to
500.
have her fucking hooked up to a dam.
Maybe we can get her on the
That was a horrible
on the
kick.
podcast.
Yeah. What's her name? Bambi?
I'm sure you'll get there as soon as. It doesn't matter if she's got a stage name or not. We'll find her out. She will be our first big porn guest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Should we do that? Like interview? We should do some interviews.
Yes, we definitely need to get like
you know,
some people on.
Some people on. I mean,
Yeah.
we got the core group here, but then we're gonna have a few other people that you guys are gonna be pretty excited about. I think.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to get some of the comedians that we see every Wednesday.
Right. Right.
We're gonna try to get some of the musicians and play maybe some clips of songs and stuff in between.
Oh yeah.
In between our stuff, but this is just a trial to see if
That was
Kokomo
Brian
likes.
Bosworth. Holy shit.
You were talking about that
I
shit.
was just talking
and you
about the
just
guy.
listened to fucking
The Dr. Pepper
Pepper
commercial.
And
Dressed
he's
as a cop.
getting paid.
Right.
Getting fucking paid.
Yeah, Stone Cold. That was a hell of a movie, though.
Did you love it? It was in your.
When I was a kid, it wasn't a sports movie, but I mean, but when I was a kid, yeah, I thought it was
Right.
cool. You know, like Bosworth was just like all edgy, and he wasn't like your traditional football player. Most of those other
Man,
guys.
we're missing some really good movies. That like what's that one about the kid that's a boxer? Not Creed.
Creed
Creed
2.
was good. Creed was good. I didn't.
I haven't
Dude.
seen it yet. I want to.
What about there was another one where the guy was a boxer and he was going to take on the world and shit, I can't even think.
Rocky.
No.
It was a young dude though.
Million Dollar
Younger guy.
Baby.
He gets the shit beat out of him in the first fight. of the year, and then he comes
is that the one
back.
where he got his neck broke or something?
It might
or-
be. Fuck. boxing movies.
I can't remember the name of it.
So here we are at
What is it
the
called?
Google break.
No idea.
Southpaw.
Southpaw. Is that
Have
the
you seen Southpaw with Jake Gyllenhaal?
Is that when Christian Bale was in it? He was like the crackhead brother.
Probably.
Man, Christian Bale, man, that guy is so versatile. You see, got was it the Golden Globe or something playing Dick Cheney?
Oh.
Like they did that movie called was it Vice, where it was about like George W. like basically recruiting Cheney to
Yes.
be his VP.
I think that's right. Yeah.
And
I've
then
seen that.
what was crazy is like when Christian Bale goes up to get the award, he says, "I want to thank Satan for my portrayal of Dick Cheney," and people were cracking up like they thought it was absolutely hilarious. He was making a joke. But then the Church of Satan were giving him shouts out on Twitter and all this stuff. They're like, "Yeah, Christian Bale's one of us." I'm like, man, he's just trying to make fun of Dick Cheney.
The Great White Hype.
That was a funny movie.
Yeah.
Let's see. Requiem for Heavyweight. I don't know. These are just shit that's coming up here.
What about White
The
Man
Boxer.
Can't Jump?
The children are happy.
White Man Can't Jump. That was a funny movie. Did you ever see Blades of Bone? That's a good one.
Raging Bull.
Yeah, De Niro.
Yeah. See, I mean, there's a lot of good ones that we just grudge match.
That's Will.
Semi-pro.
Raleigh.
Yeah.
Semi-pro.
Semi-pro. Hey, hold on.
Not that it's going to affect
Dodgeball?
them, no.
Dodgeball, yes.
Would Fight Club be considered a sports movie?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
This looks
Hey,
more
you know the first rule.
Aryan
Right,
does.
I mean, if
We
you
won't
don't,
talk about it.
we won't talk about it, but PBS Home Videos had something called Unforgivable Blackness. The
Why do you keep going there?
the rise and fall of Jack Johnson.
You know, he invented the wrench. There's a certain type of wrench Jack Johnson actually invented.
This guy, the boxer.
Yeah, the
right?
boxer,
Okay.
same guy. He invented the wrench, and like back in the day, they didn't want to. I mean, he got credit for it, but then like a bunch of racist guys called it a monkey wrench. But there's a certain type of wrench that he was the one that invented the damn thing.
That's why they called it a monkey wrench then.
Yeah, they're making fun of him. They're
Wow,
being dicks.
What a bunch of dicks.
Basically a crescent wrench.
That is
Yeah, it's a crescent wrench, and they were called
Croissant. I like to call it croissant because I like food.
Le Croissant
Le
wrench.
croissant.
Can you imagine you're at work? It's like, could you pass me the croissant wrench?
Croissant.
Please,
Oh, the croissant
s'il vous plaît.
S'il vous plaît.
Get the fuck out of here.
Okay, roll.
The good son.
man, you messed it up.
Aw,
She's such a good puppers.
yeah.
With bad farts.
Oh yeah, and now
In her lipstick. Her
it's
got
a,
lipstick.
if you just look, it's not a girl.
It's not, I know, it's not a girl.
He's got a
I keep
wiener.
calling her a girl though.
She did.
My mom does
Cute
too.
dog.
did.
He's a cute dog.
My mom calls all the dogs boys.
You see that
Even
look
if
on
it's
his
a
face?
girl.
That's a happy
Every-
dog
yeah.
right there.
That's what she
Scratches the
does.
dog's chest. He's-
So it's rubbed up on
He
me.
is one happy
good
motherfucker.
fella, yeah.
That's true.
But my dog's a girl, so.
You better be happy.
Yeah,
We rescued him.
that's cool.
You don't know.
He is
You don't
so
know, dude,
soft.
what it's like on the outside.
One of my friends had adopted
Forget.
an Irish wolfhound.
Yeah.
Those things are fucking gigantic.
Yeah. And she didn't realize that he had separation anxiety.
Probably ate her house.
He tore down her curtains, ripped open the couch, shit in the kitchen, smeared it all on the kitchen floor.
That dog had been gone.
He just tore
Was he,
heaven.
he was into a scat?
Apparently. Yeah, maybe the previous owner was Gigi Allen. I don't know. But this grimy ass dog just tore the fuck out of her apartment, so she ended up having to crate him. Or not to crate him, but had to put him in cages. Crates aren't big enough for that kind
No,
of
fuck
dog.
no, you gotta build
Right.
something. You
Yeah,
gotta buy
she
something.
had him in a cage. 'Cause
Some,
he just,
I cannot believe that they are redoing Magnum PI.
I just saw that. I really.
yeah,
seen that.
it's weird.
That's not.
I'm
That's not.
disappointed.
What's his name?
Tom Selleck.
It's not Selleck, man.
Yeah, and
You know? Do you guys remember
Higgins
when?
is dead, right?
Yeah.
You remember when Selleck played baseball?
Mr. Baseball, the movie, yeah.
Yeah, but
He's
he
in
also,
Japan.
He also like tried out for a professional team.
I didn't know
I
that.
didn't know that
I made a
either.
baseball card.
Wow.
And I had it.
You sure it wasn't just from the movie?
It might have been. I mean, I don't know. I just was little, and I
Did
didn't
he
give a
play-
shit.
Did he play for the Tigers?
That's a weird silence, right?
Yeah, I was just like,
Well, he wore the Tigers hat.
Yeah, he was a Detroit Tigers fan, was he not? I think.
Yeah, I don't even know if he was or not. I think. Look at these guys are like.
Is he still alive?
This podcast
Tom
is
Selleck?
stupid. Yeah.
yeah, he's on that series Blue Bloods on CBS. Plays like a police captain or something. He's some kind of ranking officer because
You
he
been
wears
watching
a
that?
uniform.
Have you?
I don't follow it, but I see it on there every once in a while. Him and what's that? One of the Wahlberg brothers. Not Mark, but what's the other one?
Donnie?
Yeah, from the New Kids.
Oh, Donnie. Huh?
Yeah.
They got Wahlburger.
Yeah, they got that
Wahlburger?
too.
Yeah. Weird.
Aren't they opening up a restaurant in Indy or something?
That's what I heard. Yeah.
Word on the street.
I've been several places where there was a Wahlburger, and I finally ate at one in Vegas, and
Did it
was just,
suck?
it was just okay. I mean, like the Wahlburgers.
Your typical burger
It's
joint.
okay. Hey, just mediocre.
He's just mediocre. How you like them apples? Huh?
Dude, they're killing them with the run. The run game right here, they're fucking killing them. They can't stop. They can't even stop like a fart. Like,
Well, you shouldn't stop a fart because it'll turn to shit.
yeah, it will. It will be a very shitty time.
Yeah.
Especially at our
That's
age.
at our age.
Yeah.
Well, at our age,
Bones
we don't
over
know
here,
if it's
he's
a
been
real shit
letting it
or
go for a while.
what's gonna
False
happen.
alarm.
I bet you he'd be mad as a motherfucker if I farted right now because his head's
No.
on his
I don't know. He probably wouldn't.
You may be mad because it may turn him on.
Oh.
And then once the pit bull's turned on, you just gotta let him finish.
Yes, you do.
Like, I don't want to get bit.
You don't push him off. You don't push him off.
Just gotta go,
Yep. Act like you're enjoying it and go.
baby.
Okay, the kids come home with some video. They said it was some.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Kid is a-
we're not gonna say what school.
No, some like 7th or 8th grader. And we saw the video, and she's leaning down, and her
Doggy.
dog's getting her
decides
from
to-
behind.
Her dog decides to mount her
Wow.
from
They brought this
behind.
up from school?
Yes.
Well, that's what they said.
it
That was on Snapchat, and I'm like,
Oh.
kids, you can't have that shit on your phone because that's child pornography, and you're gonna go to jail. So I said, fucking delete that shit right now. Well, come to find out, it wasn't her. Supposedly,
It was a porn star.
it was a porn star.
Oh, an underage porn star.
It wasn't.
I was
That
like,
never
poor
happens.
girl.
That's unheard
That
of,
poor
isn't it?
girl is now, like I was saying, like she's
a gang fight?
either A, fucked up, or B, she's gonna have like,
She's gonna turn into a porn star.
or she's gonna off herself. One of the four.
One of four.
She's got 4 choices in her. What is this going
Possibilities
on?
are in
I don't know if that was a
You guys
gang
understand this?
fight.
I've seen this before, but I've
What
never
is
watched
this?
this commercial.
This commercial, all these people
There's
are
a lot
running
of
through this
collar.
metropolitan area and they're all wearing
They're-
jumpsuits.
Hey, they're all
Different
parkour.
colors.
You see them parkour?
Pastels.
Fucking parkour. Parkour.
It's flash.
Oh, look at me, parkour.
It's like a flash mob. There you go.
Oh,
Oh! What if they didn't catch him?
yeah.
What if they didn't catch him? It would have made this interesting.
Yeah.
I would have much rather watched that.
It'd be
probably
like
did-
Caleb or Elaine.
Make room for collar.
Uh-oh, it's an Apple commercial.
Liquid. I don't even know what that means.
Hey, no free ads, by the way. No free ads.
Yeah, no.
No free ads.
We won't even talk. Did we say what the name was?
I said Apple. No free ads.
He did. He threw
I
that out
apologize for that one. And we're going to try to keep this Chevy commercial. Did it again.
Yeah. And now I'm pissed.
Chase.
Now he's pissed
Now I'm
because
pissed.
there's a fine coming.
I like the.
That wasn't
Scooby Doo.
It wasn't even
Yeah,
one.
and then you mess it up. If
Massive
you're gonna mess it
great
up,
thing.
make sure you're saying Dodge or something.
No, well, it's a company that rhymes with fjord. Fjord.
This guy's got jerked off into the drive-through.
All about his credit score. What a dick.
You know what's funny though? You ever
This guy's
seen
sweating. This motherfucker's sweating drinking Coors Light.
because he quit drinking for like 6 months and now
Did
he's
he?
sitting there at the
Yeah,
bar again. He's
okay.
like,
Oh,
That's what I do, and I quit drinking Coors Light.
like, just
I get-
once.
I
You
get the
start
night
sweating?
sweats.
yeah.
Sweats.
I get
got
the
the
night
shakes,
sweats.
Now he's got
I
I
gas.
don't shake. I just get the night sweats.
That's great. That might be the greatest thing ever.
Isn't that precious?
The world's best after the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, we're doing the Super Bowl.
Who's performing?
You know what? I heard.
Aretha Franklin singing.
No, she's
or
dead.
Not,
She's
not
dead.
Aretha Franklin. Patti LaBelle.
She died.
She said.
I know. Patti LaBelle.
No, I think
Or-
Patti LaBelle's.
Or was
dead
it
too.
drag queen Urethra Franklin? I think.
Urethra.
No. What? Patti LaBelle? That's singing the national anthem. Not the mid thing.
Her name
No
is
halftime show,
Gladys
she's doing-
Knight.
The mid-time
Oh,
thing.
Gladys Knight singing it.
Not the Pips. But
Did you
Gladys
see
Knight.
when Aretha Franklin died and they put a picture of Gladys Knight
I forgot Aretha
on
Franklin.
was it
But she
Fox
just
and
died
they
like
put the
a-
wrong person on there. I'm like, that's not
Yeah, they did.
They thought it was a
Yeah,
sad
they
person.
did. Yeah.
like rest in peace.
Do you know Aretha Franklin has ties to Kokomo?
Yeah, I think one of her sons lives
She
here.
went to
We
school.
graduated with her.
Yeah.
You guys did.
Kel
Who was it?
Cunningham.
Yeah, we graduated with
That
her.
was Aretha Franklin's son. Cunningham.
Hey, I could be wrong.
Another crazy tie to
I
Kokomo.
think Justin Timberlake.
Timberlake.
Maybe.
Oh, I think he is. I think Justin
And
Timberlake
Lady
is
Gaga.
good. Oh, okay, that's
No,
better.
it's Maroon 5.
Do they have time?
Maroon 5.0.
5.0. It's the new. It's the revamp. What'd you say? Another crazy tie to Kokomo was?
Oh, it is.
You remember that movie
Maroon
Terror Squad?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Norris
yeah.
Jones.
Yeah.
Bitches.
Chuck Connors was in it.
Yes, he was. I remember watching that shit.
And you know, that has not been put on DVD.
I know.
Why
My
didn't it go to
dad
DVD? Was it
my
that
dad
bad?
was on the department then. He would laugh at all of them. That were, he was like, "No thanks."
What was the name?
Worst
Oh,
movie ever.
We
It's the
got-
most cheesiest movie ever.
We
in the
got
world.
ran off of the courthouse when they were doing the lawn. When they were like, we were just out there goofing.
Brenda Bassett was in it. The little blonde chick that was
Yeah.
a year older now. The beauty queen.
Super Bowl
Barbie,
halftime show,
Barbie.
Maroon 5.
Yeah, I did just see that. Sorry.
Yeah, cute.
It is Maroon 5?
Yep, you're welcome. So, Big Boy,
I'll take it.
or
I love
what's his?
it.
Oh, they intercepted in the end zone.
They said, "That's my home."
That's my homes. It was also Big Boy from Outkast and Chris Scott. Does he? He's an Atlanta guy. I don't know
Rapper,
who
I
that
assume.
rap probably.
From the Dirty South.
Yeah,
is that
dirty.
what
They are called the Dirty South.
Yeah, nobody ever says they're from the clean South.
Right.
Would you rather be from the clean South than the dirty?
You would assume.
I don't know.
I don't know. As long as it's not mumble rap.
I'm from the
so
dirty
be it.
Midwest. Huh? You know, like
Yeah, there you
dirty
go.
Kokomo? Which, fitting.
Fitting.
It's a twisted Midwest.
Waste of Kokomo.
Yeah.
Just a waste of Kokomo. We are right here.
Yeah.
We're right here on your AM dial or FM.
Whatever we decide to go with.
Yeah.
VHS,
VHS, Betamax,
UVH, UHF, whatever.
UHF.
If you guys fast forwarded through all the early stuff because it was bad, you guys are like. not
You're
there
really,
yet.
you're
All I
really,
could think
you're.
was 8-track.
Yeah.
Oh,
I had a car when I was younger. My parents had one. And
8-track, yep.
fuck yeah, it was awesome.
My dad had an 8-track built into the wall.
No way.
Yeah.
oh my god.
That was gonna last forever, didn't he?
He had an 8-track, and then he had a record player that he had a shelf built out for the record player, but the whole stereo was built into the wall.
I bet that motherfucker was badass for its day. I
Oh,
bet
for its
today
day,
it'd be
it was
worth
like-
a lot of money.
I bet he still got it. I bet it's still built in that wall.
Wow.
So
All right, well, we're going to take a break here for a minute because we're running out of energy. At least Jimmy Shaw is. And
he's just
we're
saying
going to take a break, and you can get a sponsorship, or if you want to put an ad on our podcast, it would be we're going to come up with something at the break. We're going to get a new email address, and we will come back with the email address when we talk to you here in just a few. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back to the
Waste of Kokomo.
God, I love it. The waste of Kokomo, because what else is going on in Kokomo but waste, right? I mean, but most of the good things in life are you know, we're alive. Everybody's good and healthy, right? Well, yeah. I used to be real healthy. That's kind of a joke, but we'll talk about that later at another time. And anyway, we're here watching this Patriots Kansas City game.
7-zip.
Yeah, 7-0 in the first. Oh, wait a minute. The first, oh, wow.
Second quarter.
Second
2
quarter.
minutes to go, man.
2 minutes to go. It's been a non-productive game. We think
Defense.
not the defense.
Defense wins championships.
That's right. Defense wins championships, and right now it looks like New England is winning. Right. So, but you know, the other night we were just talking off air about a few weird things that we hear in our lives, and
Right here in Kokomo.
right here in Kokomo, and I know it's everywhere.
It's
but
sure it's everywhere.
I think that we dwell on it because where we're at, what we do, you know, time wise, and but the times that we're going through now, compared to 30 years ago when we were younger, what was going on in Kokomo. 30 years ago, things were way different for all of us. I mean, we could probably sit here all night and just talk about 30 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Oh Lord, yeah.
But nowadays we've got what they consider a huge drug problem here.
Waste
And
of Kokomo.
yes, the waste of Kokomo, and and we were talking about drug problems. We were talking about people acting like they were of different races. Wicca. We were talking about, and I'm not going to say the word because it's pretty offensive.
Well, there's a term I actually heard not too long ago I thought it actually fit. You ever heard the term culture vulture?
Culture vulture.
Oh, that's great. No, but that's
Culture
great.
vulture, it's like, you get these people, they see another culture that they dig on and they decide to emulate it and just run with it. It's kind of like, when you know that guy that's really big into anime and all of a sudden he's like, America sucks.
Yeah. He's a bit,
Like,
and then he dresses up like an anime character.
Right, he's wearing his Naruto hat or something and all that stuff.
Yes.
And he's just extolling the virtues of all things Japanese and just dumping all over everything American.
Dumping.
And I'm thinking, but like 2 years ago you were into Batman like crazy.
Right. And now you hate.
Right, now he's like, Batman's garbage.
So that's what we were talking about, and I think that we have several people in this society, not just here in Kokomo, but that want to emulate other races, but they are of a certain race. So to be fair and everything, we have a gentleman on our podcast that is an African American gentleman, and he's given us a perspective from the other side that we don't normally see or seek. And for educational purposes, we were talking about this off the air about what do I know I want to laugh, but I'm trying to be like totally serious about this because a lot of people are scared to say, hey, what is this? Like, what is this? Just like earlier we were talking about eating pussy. I think that was the question. Like, black guys, do they like to eat pussy? And he was like, I'd never heard that one. And I'm like, well, we have heard that one since we were younger. So we take that as a stereotype. We take that as a stereotype. We also take that black people like watermelon. White people are like into fuck America and they love guns.
Trump 2020.
Yeah, and they're
like race.
Yeah, they're the stereotypes that we have in this world are just crazy, and depending on where you are in the world or in the United States, especially what things are different. So we can talk about that. We elaborate on that. There's that guy.
Well, I mean, there's a guy we know who's just.
We can't drop names.
No, he's a culture vulture. I'll say that much.
Love it.
And he prides himself. Yeah, he makes me think of the dude from Malibu's Most Wanted, like that part.
Oh God, that movie is so cheesy.
I mean, the guy was hilarious.
Cheesy
The actor,
Who was he?
Jamie Kennedy, who was an absolutely hilarious comedian.
Yes,
But there are people that really are like that.
Yeah, like they act like that 24/7. I'm going, man, like. I've had friends who were like flamboyant gay, but when they get around their parents, they damp it down a bit.
They're straight. Right. No, like kind of straight.
They would kind of
less gay.
They wouldn't act as flamboyant. It's like if they saw you, oh hey Jared, what's up, honey? Oh my God. Then like their mom, they see their mom, hey mom, how you doing? Good to see you.
And then they'd be like, hey Jared, how you doing?
Hey buddy.
Right,
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, and I knew guys who were like that. Like I worked at Sam's Club. There were dudes I knew who, when they were in party mode, they were like, woo! And snapping their fingers and
shit,
and flaming up. Okay. But you see them out the
flaming up. I'm sorry you said flaming up.
They say it anyway. They say it themselves.
Right. I'm not insulting. It's not just
because you got gay friends, right, Kelly? You got gay friends.
My dad was gay. I was raised by gay parents.
Had no clue. See, I didn't know.
A lot of people don't.
I wasn't trying to be offensive.
I don't think
that wasn't an offensive thing.
I'm offended.
My dad was with the same man for 37 years.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
Wow. See?
And he was strict, wasn't he?
But was he gay like flamboyant?
No.
Was his
anybody that met my dad was very handsome, and I'm not just saying that because that's my dad. My dad was. A lot of women loved my dad. They did. They chased him hard. But he was like,
Was his partner,
my dad could work on a car. Yes.
Okay.
He wasn't that he was flamboyant. He just, as soon as he opened up his mouth, you knew he was gay.
Yeah.
But they came from the generation where, back in the 60s, if you were gay, you got arrested. You got arrested for being gay. Did you guys know that?
It was like about 50 years or so ago. It was in the homosexuality was considered mental illness. So you could have a family member committed if they were gay.
Yeah.
Like if you had like gay brother and they're like, oh, he's.
But my mom and my dad met when they were teenagers, and they had an oops. I was an oops. And they got married, and my dad was in love with my mom, and my mom cheated on him and broke his heart, and along come Phil.
Hey.
I love
2
Phil.
years later, and that was it.
I wonder why they call him Phil.
Jimmy Shaw. Note that Jimmy just got out of an institution just recently.
Yes, welcome back, Jimmy.
I've been listening. I've just been
We're
listening.
sending you cigarettes and.
We've been sending you cigarettes
And you know, my mom and my dad were
Yeah.
best friends up until the day my dad died.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure
My
they were,
parents were
but I
best
did not
friends.
know that.
They were in
That's
business together. My dad and Phil would come over and eat Christmas, Thanksgiving with us. Like, I was lucky enough that even though my parents were divorced and my dad was gay, at the end of the day, you know, all this bad shit, like they still made sure that shit wasn't creepy for me.
you know, I
Like, they
and I
just made me
appreciate that because
comfortable, like,
not everybody
They're
gets
like,
that
we
perspective.
all love each other and this is how it is.
Right, like I said,
So I
What
was-
if your dad and Rhonda and your
and
mom
my mom,
get all
yeah,
go
and my
along,
mom, yeah,
all come
they didn't
here.
at first. They
No,
didn't
I
at
think-
first,
Well,
but
they
it-
never do it first.
But it took a little
My
while
mom
for
and
that.
dad
to-
didn't talk for like 15 years.
But that took a dynamic, like a change in dynamics. Like, I know, you know, this is happening and this is happening, but that's great though. Like, we don't get that perspective. A lot of outsiders do not get that. I had no clue.
I don't go around telling everybody.
I
I,
No, I didn't ask you to be like, hey, is your
I
dad
was
gay?
I
raised-
heard, but I didn't know.
Yeah.
I
Hell
was
yeah,
gonna
man.
ask you.
You know,
Wednesday, I'm gonna be like, hey guys, if you didn't know,
I wouldn't care.
you know I wouldn't. I mean, I don't care either.
My dad's passed away, and his spirit's probably going.
No, he's all out. He's all fairy up. And nothing against fairies.
And I'm not being disrespectful to my
No,
father
I
because
know.
that
Yeah.
man meant everything to me. But
He died of cancer, correct?
yeah. But he just and
We're
Phil
just bringing
still
it
calls
down.
me.
Does he?
Oh
Good.
yeah.
Aw.
I mean, it was like
wasn't
they were
on,
married
was it?
kind of thing.
It
Like
wasn't on.
It wasn't on.
Phil was married and had a child
Because of-
too.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is he a
so-
hairdresser, Phil?
That's a different Phil.
No.
Wow.
They both worked at
I know the
Delco
Phil you come
together.
with the bald
You're thinking
head.
of Phil Johnston.
Yeah.
No,
Yes, that's
Phil.
what I'm thinking of.
He got married. Lives in like Brownsburg now. doesn't
Yeah.
he? Or
Yeah.
something?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's kind of.
He had like the two dogs, Coco and
Oh, I
Chanel,
don't
and
know
all
what he
that.
is.
He was friends with my dad. That's how I met him.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
But yeah, it's
Wow.
like even when Phil
Did you really
died,
just ask
everything
her
split down the middle.
if her dad
between me
was
and
a hairdresser or her dad's boyfriend was a
No, 'cause
hairdresser?
Yeah,
there's a-
because used to be a Phil that worked at the place. what
My
was
dad's
it?
name was Ed.
Regis or
Phil's the
something.
one that my dad.
Regis, yes.
Phil Johnson.
Yeah, yeah, fuck yeah, I remember that.
He still does hair, but he
You remember
was
Regis at the mall? Let's talk about that. The mall.
when he
I
had his
remember.
purple mohawk.
Do you guys everybody remember the
I didn't
mall?
know he was
There was all
gay.
kinds of shit in there.
I
I
had
remember
no
the
idea.
barber shop they had.
He started
inside
doing my
there.
hair
There
when
was
I
a
was
barber
a teen.
shop.
Remember the tire shop they had in there? How about the Golden Pea?
15.
How about the Golden Pea?
And-
Was
Golden Bear.
Golden Bear,
God
that's
sent
it.
me to all the gay
I was
people.
called a Golden Pea.
You know,
That's
oh,
awesome.
this guy does hair. This girl
so
does
fucking awesome.
this. That like.
That's great. All right, so let's go back to cultural.
culture vultures. But I was saying it's almost like you get some of these guys that want to imitate. Like at the end of the day, I think you get a lot of people that just want to be cool.
Yes.
If they can't figure out their own version of personal cool, they will imitate something else.
They
True.
they want to fit in somewhere.
Yeah.
That's what we would say, right?
Well, everybody
Yeah,
does.
But there's some guys that can do it and not be made fun of, and then there's the guys that don't realize that they're doing it. Right? They know they're doing it, but they're being probably bullied in a way, a roundabout way, I would say. Maybe not bullied, but they're idiots.
It's kind of like fake it to make it.
Oh yeah, I would have.
You know.
I would personally have me one around so I could like get him to do things,
Yeah.
so that like
Just to play off of his shit.
yeah,
like his
all of
stupid-
us would like, hey man, let's see if we can get Phil to do this.
I like the name. Phil.
Yeah, we just did that. Not Phil the hairdresser either. We just was using a fake name
or Phil Kelly's stepdad
or not him either.
stepmom.
But that was before you couldn't even get
My
married,
kids
so.
call him Uncle Phil,
I would too. I mean, seriously.
but they always knew him when they was little.
But you're right. I think I would carry like if I had an entourage
Yes,
of people.
I would have me one
That's
of
the
them.
person I would hang out with, right? Like
Not all the time,
to
but I
be a
have him with us.
douchebag.
I'd be like, we'd be doing something like, hey man,
Hey, we're going out. We're
Let's
going
get-
out. Let's
let's
go
get-
out. You want to come out?
let's get Jared to come with us.
Right. Exactly. No, I'm serious.
No, you know, or you get a guy like that, and it's like you just kind of watch him be like National Geographic, like you see him
Yes.
turn loose at the bar and just watch him try to pick up women.
Yes.
Because you know it's funny when you see some
fucking
dude roll
right.
like, yeah, girl, what's up? How you doing? What you want? Tra-la-la-la-la-la. And like The girls are not impressed. They're like, guy's wearing snapback and he's got the fake grill in and it falls out.
I love it.
And,
He didn't put his fix-it in.
Right.
And then put his paw in.
And then he put in like a bunch of product in his hair so his
Yes.
blonde hair slicks down. and
Yes.
He's like, I'm trying to get these finger waves popping.
Did that guy
Like,
wear
Finger waves.
Did that guy wear a grill?
The guy did not wear a
No.
grill, I don't think of, but he had God, he just.
I know. I just don't remember the grill. I just remember the big flashy.
Big
He
chain.
killed it, dude. He killed it.
Are you talking about Phil Johnson?
No.
We're talking about somebody we can't talk about.
We're talking about an
because
A-culture
Damn it, I
vulture.
just dropped the name again.
It's the same one.
No, we love Phil Johnson from what I hear.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
great.
he's
Yeah,
awesome.
Yes.
He's
but-
one awesome person.
But
Fuck it. Where's he cut hair at now? We drop.
let's
his
go
name
get our hair
around.
did, everybody.
he's in
got
like
it.
Franklin, Indiana, or
Alright.
he's like Southern Indiana.
So he
or
is
something.
not trouble.
The
You
girls
know,
are back.
he's not any competition to anyone in waste of Kokomo
Okay,
land.
That's right, the waste
Ah.
of Kokomo land.
So he's
And you know what? We're not doing this. We're not doing this podcast to. Basically,
We're just
obviously,
talking about everyday stuff.
that's right. Like we're just talking about everything that you wish or you were thinking about,
Shit.
yeah.
like shitting,
Shitting.
like shitting. But
Everybody
we're
does it.
thinking of we're talking about stuff that everybody thought about.
or is too afraid to talk
are
about.
too afraid to talk about.
Yeah.
And everybody says that, but we're really being honest about.
Oh!
He made it, and what a douchebag!
No,
It's
he
14
didn't.
and
Did
nothing.
he?
half off, please move. That's my biggest pet peeve.
What are they, quitters?
Yeah.
Baby girl,
I
you
hate
need to
those
put
kind of
some knee
socks.
socks
When the
on.
elastic-
It's too cool
Yes.
foot.
The elastic stops working and just won't stay up. It's just like,
You know, I throw those away.
Dang, you got the chug of lunch,
Yeah, but I'm
man.
saying,
That's
but
like
if you-
Glenda
if you're-
and Kenny get.
if you're on the job
Fucking Kenny and Glenda.
and you got a quitter on you and the fucker keeps going down in shoes around your heel, you're like, man.
He's just excited. That's what Lucy does it.
What the fuck?
I don't know what even happened. We're on a break from. The dog is.
The dog's having some kind of bone problem.
Aspirating.
Yeah, he's,
You got old two when the girls came in.
kicking the door in like he was in some Wild West saloon. Come on, anytime,
Does it all the
Slim.
time.
The dog got all excited,
She
thought he
does
was
it all
gonna
the
get
time.
shot.
so
Bring me some
They
treats.
just
Give me a fucking treat, bro.
Right,
Right,
he's-
being excited.
look at he's like, I want a fucking
Yeah.
treat, dude. Just
He's
massage
excited
his
that
neck.
they're here.
Massage his neck.
That's what I
Massage
told
his
Lucy,
neck.
and she does.
Massage his neck.
It's anxiety.
Yeah, massage that shit.
Yeah, touch it.
Who wants to get high?
Was that just on the fucking
That was on the
podcast?
podcast.
That was 3762. I'm gonna have to fucking edit that out.
Thank God we're not live.
On purpose.
We might go live one night.
Make your notes.
Or you know what we could-
'cause there's
or
a
we
lot
could
of
do-
shit that needs to be edited.
You know, actually, we ought to do an event one of these times
Arian.
We're going to the.
at the Cellar.
We're going to.
We'll do one at the Cellar and then invite a crowd to like listen to us banter.
I think
We
this
can
is
add
fun.
to it a little bit.
I think here's what's going to happen.
we can
is-
definitely do one of those a month, anyways.
Let's look. Wednesday.
You have school?
I got school.
Gotta learn, get your learn on.
I do. I know it's weird.
Gotta go to school.
You do it on the weekend.
I know, but I prefer to do it like during the week. But anyway, we're bantering back and forth. We're talking about the
Why
culture
not let's just
vultures.
ride out the rest of the winter and do it on Sundays, afternoons. You guys could even come out to my house.
Nobody ever said that. Said no one ever.
We could sit on the back porch in front of the fire.
Oh, we
and
could.
Smoke cigarettes and
Smoke cigarettes. All like smoking some cigarettes.
weed.
Smoke
Weed.
There won't
Yes.
be no.
Yes, that's
Sunny.
There won't
every
be a
other.
couple animals, but
No, we love animals.
here.
Are you still making
Give me a
sure
few
you're
drinks,
getting
I'll
all
be an
this?
animal.
Yeah, it's all locked. But anyway, so
Then you'll be putting a puzzle together and be fine.
Oh, there you
With
go.
her 12-year-old
God
boyfriend.
damn it.
Alright, we gotta stop.
I really,
38
3,800 or 3,600 from 3,600 on.
Alright, so now we're back to the thing. It's halftime.
Yeah, this is a fucking the Chiefs have not showed up yet.
No, they have not. Maybe they're gonna go get them.
There's
and bring 'em out
500
at
yards of
halftime.
offense so far against 200 yards of offense.
Wow.
Yeah, Mahomes hasn't showed up, but guess what? They're getting the Rudy Rudiger,
Ass ripping right now?
They're gonna underdog it up.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll
They are going to
underdog it.
underdog. They're
gonna do
in
it for
Vegas
the
right now.
Gipper?
They're for the Gipper. Hey, get on for the hay there, Dad.
Smoke break.
Well, I guess Kelly called an audible.
Yes.
You don't have to do it. I'm just announcing what I'm doing.
I kind of like that. Kelly just announces whatever the fuck she's doing.
Yeah.
And then we all should follow suit.
There you go.
But I'm thinking,
If I were a smoker, I probably would.
I'm thinking through all this banter and everything that we got going on, guys. I think the flow, except for a couple places, there were some places where we got a little bit weird. But
There's nothing wrong with weird.
I think we're just playing. I think we'll be back in just a few minutes. All right, we're back. We're back here with the wow. Look at the score. It's 7-14, and we're going to try to wrap this up for the evening. And
right.
We got some people that got to go to work. Lenny's got to go DJ Lenny Vice. I call him Lenny Vice, but I don't know what his real
Karaoke.
DJ name is.
I don't even
But go
really-
ahead, Lenny. Tell them what you're doing.
I don't even really use a DJ name.
Okay,
I
you
just
just
kind of do
be
my
Leonard.
thing. But
Lenny.
I'll be at the other side. I do that on Friday and Sunday nights, and play some music. People come up there, sing,
What do,
dance, act foolish.
do a little karaoke. What do you?
All karaoke guys have like and Lenny's not as bad, but most karaoke guys they want to sing. That's why they're doing karaoke, so they jump in line and they get more songs or what have you. But what if you're maybe the most requested song you get people that want you to sing, or what's your like go-to?
My go-to stuff, I'll break out like some 80s stuff, maybe like some Bowie.
You start out. Okay, so listen. So is your repertoire like when you go there? Like Jimmy was talking. Do you start out with a song? You sing a song, and then that gets people warmed up. They start drinking. Blah blah blah.
Well, there's
whatever.
some people that come in and they're already tuned up, ready. Like they'll be waiting. It's funny. Like it doesn't start till like 9.
Yeah.
But there'll be people that are hanging out at 8 o'clock. Going, where the hell you been? I'm like, I don't have to be here till 9. I've been here drinking. I'm like, good for you.
Good for you. And according to my contract, I don't have to be here till
Right,
9
I mean,
o'clock.
And it's funny too because I have people hitting me up on Facebook like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "I'm at home. Where are you?"
Has that happened
I'm at
tonight?
the bar. Not tonight,
Not
but
tonight,
like,
but it does.
you
I know.
like,
I get it.
Or Fridays, like, "Are you guys doing something tonight?" Yes.
All right.
Can we
Well,
come
Lenny's
by?
phone's
Of course
always
you can.
blowing up, man. You don't know
it
what.
is. I know. It's impressive.
I have my moments,
He turned his shit on earlier, and there was like 47 messages.
Yeah.
It was like ding 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 ding. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
And then when we come back from the break, it's always like we come in here, it's like ding ding ding. It's
Yes.
like it's playing a song.
It is. And
All the different tones. He's got different tones for maybe every half he's getting it from. So.
yeah, and he's got.
You get some folks that'll come in singing, and they'll put in like 4 or 5 songs. So I'll jump in and do a song just to kind of break it up.
So,
Yeah.
so they're not assholes like the karaoke assholes. There's karaoke assholes. You do know that, right?
Those would be the people that put in like mass quantities of songs and then get mad when you call them up. I'm like, well, why did you
Wasn't
put in a
ready.
song?
I know there's one.
I'm like, you just put in 8 songs. There's only 2 other singers, and you keep going back. But you keep calling me up, like motherfucker. You put in 8 songs. What do you think's gonna happen?
Yeah, I remember a specific.
It's like drunk logic, you know.
Yes, it is. I remember a karaoke person, not to mention any names, because we don't name drop on this podcast.
No.
That used to be like, I'd be like, hey, when am I gonna go? And they were like, well, you're 6th in line. I'm like, there's 4 people here. How the fuck am I 6th in fucking line? Like seriously, like
Yeah.
the 4 people that you have, 2 of them can sing. I can't sing.
who was
Yes, that's somebody you know, probably.
He's trying to trick you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do
Trick
that,
you into the
Dick.
name.
I'm not gonna be that guy.
Trying to trick you into
Because
the
we've
name
already got
drop.
enough editing we got to do here, and we do. But we didn't mention any person's names that didn't rhyme with
Mason.
Mason, Parvin. Oh, we'll cut that one out. That's 39:54 on the clock.
But you know what gets me is you got these folks that'll come in and
Hold on a minute.
they'll just give up halfway through a song. Like, I can't do this. It's
Yeah.
Then
All right.
drink more.
Like, right. Or just ride it out. I mean,
Yeah.
that'd be like if you were having sex with somebody and it wasn't fantastic, but it wasn't like completely horrible.
You just didn't finish
You might
it.
as well just go ahead and ride it out to the end. You don't want to be like, I can't do this. Walk out the room. Sorry, like just
Finish.
like you just suddenly you just dismount. Dick comes out.
Dick
like,
comes out and it makes that noise.
Yeah, it does.
I heard it.
You know.
I heard it once or twice.
And you know, it's like I've got to throw this condom away. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm tired. I have to go home. This just wasn't good for me.
Wasn't any
It
good.
was an
wasn't
awkward
good.
start.
It was very awkward. I'm
like
sorry
my
for
sciatica.
discounting. Yeah,
My
my sciatica's throwing me
My
a fit.
sciatica is acting up a little bit, so
like-
I'm just gonna go ahead and.
It's like
stop
making love
before
to a
orgasm.
baseball mitt.
I'm just doing push-ups here, and you're not doing anything else. You're just lying here like a corpse.
No, you finish. You just finish.
You
That's
do
what
finish. You do finish. So what do we got coming up in the next week or two, guys? We got a lot going on. These girls here, we got people laughing.
They're
somebody's
laughing at my
choking.
dirty ass over here talking about sciatica.
The old dirty ass. We call him the old dirty ass.
Yeah, so funny.
Isn't it?
What?
The old Lenny. The old
I don't
dirty ass
remember ever
pig.
calling him that. but I don't know.
That's weird how that came out.
That sounds weird. Yeah,
That did come
it's
out
a little weird.
But Lenny's way cooler than that,
Well, thank
and
you.
everybody that knows that guy.
Yeah.
And by the way, if my sciatica started acting up mid-coitus, I'm just gonna fucking power through it. I'm not gonna.
He is going to power.
I'm not
through
gonna
it.
dismount him.
He's
like,
going to
no,
power
you-
through it, then we're going to call an ambulance.
You gotta treat it like it's. I'm like, I'll crawl out
There's
of that
some
room. and
things
be
you
like,
just don't quit on, you know?
Yeah, you don't.
Like, do you have any
No.
ibuprofen? Ah!
Or steroid shots?
Yeah, there you go.
Cortisone.
You got a cortical
It's cortisone.
steroid
You got a
tomorrow.
cortical
I can go
steroid.
round another round for you.
It's like, no, but I got some Narcan.
I got Narcan. Oh, wait a minute. Everybody in Kokomo's had Narcan.
I have the waste of Kokomo.
A waste of
She's
fucking.
like, let me rub some
Kokomo.
CBD on your dick. I'm like, all right, let's go for it. Fuck it. Keep on banging.
Yes. It's good for you.
It is good for-
hip too. That sciatica's
Hey, they say my anxiety's gonna go away with the CBD oil.
Oh man,
I'm
people
good.
do that shit with everything now. They're like, oh, you put it on your tongue for anxiety, for this, for pain. It's like I'm waiting for guys going like, yeah, bro, I put some CBD on the head of my dick and just went to fuck
Just went to
down.
fucking town.
Went to fuck down, bro. Fucking smashed like the Hulk, bro. We smashed.
Dude, we smashed like shit. It was no.
I didn't even pop for like 45 minutes, bro. That's a first, man.
Oh wow.
Get
So
your CBD.
get your CBD oil at your
I
local Haji Marts.
Don't rub CBD oil on your dick. Don't listen to me. I'm making a joke here. I don't want somebody
It's
message
not recommended,
or because they're gonna
Or-
Facebook me and be like, I rubbed
If you
CBD
do,
on my dick.
Facebook us and tell us about it, and we'll have you on the show. No, we don't have.
No, you know what'll
We
happen?
will have him on the show.
Well,
Yeah, like if somebody turns into the fuck lord because they've got like CBD all in their dick, it's like,
or if you have
word's
some
gonna
other
spread
kind of
like
stupid
wildfire.
trick that you want to talk about, it doesn't have to be anything visual because we'll like video it too on that. But if you got something stupid, they're over here brainstorming. So I'm just kind of rambling. Like I think it's open mic every Wednesday at the Cellar. It's Whiskey Wednesday. They've got karaoke on Thursdays. And February 16th, we got a comedy show, $10. So you guys get it all straightened out.
I think we did, dude.
All right, guys.
That's all right. So we're
We're
gonna
gonna
wrap.
shut it off this time and have a break. We're just blending in.
No, we're just gonna blend it in. We just
they
kind of had
talk.
a discussion,
We're going seamless.
and
I like we got a live studio audience.
we
The
do.
girls
We
just
have a
giggling
live. They are
no.
killing. They're just look.
We need to like.
They're laughing like I'm naked over here.
Oh.
By the way, I am fully clothed for the record, but they're giggling like I'm naked.
But he's
we
got a
need to, like,
sweet
take
like a
that-
mock turtleneck on.
Oh, yeah.
It's dope as fuck, guys. You don't understand.
I don't
It's
even know why
black.
you get a mock turtleneck. What? Just go all the way.
Where do you get that at?
I just,
Where do you get a fucking mock? Huh?
go to that Fashions on the Go near downtown.
Dude, downtown.
Oh, where at? Where is
It's
it?
on Taylor and
By Martin Luther King.
Yeah, by the monument. Yeah, just go over there.
that,
They get the long sleeve
what's
tees.
the
and
guy's
all that.
name that owns the place?
like Jack
Reverend. No, it's the Reverend.
Yeah, he's
They're-
Woodard, Reverend Woodard.
Yeah, Woodard. No,
He's a good
got
guy.
the church, like.
They got like amazing stuff there.
So you can actually get the
You
the
can get
mock?
We are name
this. I don't think this
dropping.
is really even a mock. This is just a long sleeve tee, and it's kind of a. It's a little big on me because I'm.
Go to the
you know,
Rebel
He's-
Wood.
yeah, you-
I buy my clothes big, just on
Why so
principle.
big? Did you really say that?
I buy 'em big. I don't want to wear tight clothes. Guys are wearing like tight jeans now. I'm like, do you not have a penis?
Look, you're right. You're
Lenny's
right.
smother boys.
Lenny's
Just saying.
wearing skinny jeans.
Lenny,
If you see me
Lenny,
in skinny jeans, there's something
shoot
wrong.
him.
I got a pair of the new long johns for guys, or like they fit
Yes.
tight like that. You know, I put them on. And I got a pair, and I was like, man, I want to wear these to fucking mall. I feel fucking good. I felt sexy in these things.
I do too.
And I can understand why these women are doing it, you know. And then, you know, I was like laying around over Christmas, and I had them on for a couple days. They started sagging, like
Is that when you couldn't
yeah.
get
Some
on
of the
Facebook?
women, that was Facebook jail time. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
lounging around in my men's long john that fit like.
I wore
I
those.
felt slutty.
I
wanted
did
to
feel
go
slutty because
everywhere.
my butt crack was
felt-
hanging out.
I felt like I felt good. Like
I look, yes. Just
felt
like I
like-
look good today.
you do look good.
Fuckers, I put on my new shit. because I knew today was a good day, right?
Yeah, it was a good day.
It's like
You
Ice
got-
Cube.
Yeah. You got dressed for the podcast.
I do got dressed.
So we got dressed up
Everybody
for the
else can
podcast.
lounge the fuck out, and me, I'm gonna be the fucking responsible one.
No, I mean, if I thought there was going to be cameras, I would have dressed a little bit differently, but
did.
I don't want to get...
I
Well,
dress
we were-
like I do every other day.
Like a
I like that
hipster.
Mr. Rogers sweater, though. I mean,
Like a fucking hipster.
Waste of Kokomo. I mean,
Yeah,
we need to get it.
waste of-
no, if he was a hipster, his jeans would be a lot tighter.
Yeah.
Or his slacks or whatever. Jimmy... I think if you
Wait a
said
minute, hold on.
Jimmy and some fucking...
He's got like polyester
Right.
pants
No,
on.
but I'm saying that if...
golf pants.
He's
man.
got golf.
Good,
He's got
man.
John Daly's on.
I don't even golf, man. I like these pants.
They are fucking smooth,
They're like that
dude.
breathable.
The girl at the Best Buy loved him. The girl at the checkout lady.
She did.
According to you told her to keep your phone number.
Oh, I did.
Yeah,
she
she
kept. She asked me for my phone number twice today, and
And me.
I finally I just said write it down.
So I don't have to
Back
keep
there
telling you.
sometime. Jesus Christ!
Call and talk naughty.
So we
hasn't
got
even called me yet either.
another show coming up in about a week, and what we're gonna do is experiment with some social medias, and everybody is in agreement here. I know we're repeating ourselves a lot, but we're gonna smooth it out. We're gonna get some of the quirks out, some of the dings, and what do they call it, dents and whatever it is. But we've got an email address that it's gonna be the Waste of Kokomo, THEWASTEOFKOKOMO 19 at gmail.com. That's the temporary one right now. So if you guys want to hit us up, we'll all have access to it. We can all read it if you want to send us something.
If you got something going on in town and
Yeah.
you want to,
Yeah.
If you want like a little advertisement or whatever, we'll throw it in there right
Send
now.
us tasteful nudes.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Because we're not discriminating against anybody here.
you know what they
at
say
Kokomo.
about boobs? Once you've seen one, you've got to see the rest.
Yeah, you got to see them all. So
nobody
if
just sends
you
one tit.
want to send us a tit pic, we're okay for that too.
That's like if you're going to send a girl a dick pic. Not that I'm saying I would send a girl a dick pic.
He would because hey,
I told you about watching me
Can't
pee,
see
man.
that.
You
Oh.
knocked that off.
was that baby arm?
He was even looking into the microphone when he
Boy
did
Scouts
that.
I did. I looked into it like it
He's
was gonna be
salivating at the
Oh
microphone.
my God!
like,
Look at this.
It's like a well, Lenny is average or above.
Hung like a fruit bat.
Yes,
The actual
or a
fruit
tsetse
bat.
fly, whichever one. So like yeah. But anyway, so come out and see Jimmy on Wednesdays.
We need to start like some of these movies, Leonard. We need to.
We could do like reviews.
Yeah, we totally
movie
could.
reviews.
We could because I don't go Shazam.
That'll be fun.
That should be a good one.
I
That's
hope.
funny. Is he a superhero?
Yeah, like Captain Marvel says Shazam the magic word, and he becomes like the. big
He's actually
superhero type.
in this one. He's a
Do you
kid.
read them though? Do you you read it?
Yeah, I've read the
You read it?
books.
Okay.
Yeah, like
There
I
was
always
a
see you
TV
advertising
show.
on Facebook garage sales. You're always trying to
There's
sell.
yeah, I got
comics.
all kinds of
There was
books.
a TV show.
Back in the 70s, yeah.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I'm fucking 12 then, I guess, compared to you guys. You guys are old motherfuckers. You're only a couple years older than me. And
Yeah, I mean, but
you were born in what, 76?
77.
77? Oh, you're a youngin'.
Yeah.
Youngin'.
And they're looking at us like
7-0.
fucking elderly. Like,
7-0.
it's
We
like, you
got
guys need that walker? You know?
no, Wendy needed it earlier.
Yeah.
Sciatica. Remember?
Yes.
Poor Wendy.
Poor Wendy. I know.
You caught the
I'm gonna give her a
sciatica?
massage or something, man.
I give her a massage all the time, guys.
Here we
You
are.
understand? We can't even talk about it because there's people in this room that we aren't going to talk about this in
Alright.
front of.
I'm not name dropping on.
But we appreciate you guys listening. We're gonna skirt out of here because Lenny has a job that he gets paid for.
Yeah, it's been known to happen. So
No napping?
that's it. It's been known to happen.
It's been known to happen.
Sounded like
Yeah.
about a napping.
That's why I thought he was.
I mean,
napping.
I
went in
could
there.
take a 20-minute nap and be late, but no, I'm just gonna.
I went in there and seen before we had we brought a couple comedians.
Yeah.
Who were they?
We brought
Mark Curry.
Mark Curry.
Are you talking about?
Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Are you
Yeah.
fucking kidding me?
It's on my YouTube. I
Yeah.
got him. He was
Are
singing.
you kidding me? The fucking Golden State Warriors player?
Yes.
Yeah, he's.
Professional basketball player.
Serious, yeah.
Like on the fucking TV show.
Mark
Really?
Curry, yes.
I didn't know that. That was when.
That was a few about what 3-4
That was
years
when
ago.
fucking Douche Nugget
Douche Nugget.
owned the fucking
You
bar.
know the TV show Hanging
Yeah.
with Mr. Cooper.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah.
And he used to do a stand-up. He did a
He
lot
just
of
do-
stand-up.
just
yeah.
stand-up.
What-
You know,
whatever
That's the way it
happened to that
started.
I don't. Yeah, but the first
Family,
night
I
he
think.
did, there was only 7 people in the audience, and he just fucking kicked it right in the dick. And
Did he?
He just sat down there and did 2 hours himself. And then Friday night after the show, he wanted to go hang out, and we went down there, and there was this brother up there with the fur coat singing.
Yeah.
Some
No way.
Al Green.
No.
Totally.
way.
Some Al Green, and Mark Curry went up there and jumped up there and grabbed a mic too. Remember? It's,
Are you fucking kidding me?
it's on my YouTube.
Totally on
I got it.
YouTube.
It's on my YouTube.
What's your
Roadkill
YouTube?
3X.
Roadkill 3X.
Yeah.
Okay.
YouTube.com.
And then
Just get on there. That's just my user thing, but
Oh.
there's not a whole lot on
As
it.
far
What
as
do you got
shameless
going on?
plugs,
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of writing for Amos Magazine, and you can find a lot of my work on www.amosmag.com, amosmag.com.
AmosMag.com.
Yeah, I got a lot of
And
flash fiction, some poetry, some prose, some commentary. So
Are you still part of the improv troupe?
out of Indianapolis,
Out
yeah,
of Indy.
Breakfast at Anytime, yeah. We've been
Yeah.
doing shows. The last one was at Indie PopCon, or PopCon Indy,
Popcorn and Indie. Okay.
which they actually did one. They got one in Fort Wayne.
really?
And I guess people went gonzo for it. Like they had a great time. Now we did the one in Indianapolis last June. That was the first show I did with the group, and it was just outstanding.
Yeah, because I've seen a little bit. You know, I don't know. I'm just a loser, really.
Yeah.
But this is gonna put me on the map of non-loserdom. Is that a word?
It is now.
It is now.
You
I just
made
made
it,
that
so you
shit
can
up.
coin that phrase.
But you guys, you know, it's been a great time. Like, I've really enjoyed doing this for the last few hours, in and out, watching some games, even though it's not going the way I wanted to right now.
We didn't put any money on it, did you?
I really didn't. A buddy of mine put like fucking
There it goes,
$1,000
right there.
on this.
Oh,
Wendy is crying right now because she's yelling for Mahomes.
That's my homes.
This is his turn. This is his turn.
My home.
It's no longer Tom Brady's turn. And Lenny's got to get going, so
Yeah.
we're going to sign off.
but
We will
thanks for
see you-
listening.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Great. We
Waste
hope,
of Kokomo. I
the
hope
waste
this
of
hasn't been a waste of time. It's a waste of-
I don't think it has.
I think it's been a fun waste
I think
of
it has
time,
been
if you
a
wanna-
fun waste of time, right?
Yeah.
Right. Like if you want to, like, because I listen to podcasts all the time. I don't know about you guys. Maybe you don't. And if
I
you
don't
don't,
ever listen
But
to them.
maybe all those people out in non-podcast land are going to start listening to us.
Yeah.
So we'll have a good evening, and we'll see you next week, guys.
All right.